I'll share a video.
I can make the voice
watch at some point. There.
Alright.
I just feel bad because apparently my past like 2 streams I've done on YouTube, I've got a lot of people who are like, I clicked the stupid bell and I didn't get a notification, and I'm like, God damn it, YouTube.
Oh yes, YouTube. Thank you for letting me know that Michi is streaming.
I just got the notification for the stream.
Yay.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna live with the fact that my icon's gonna be Jasper for this episode.
That's fine.
Stream? Episode. I'm used to recording D&D episodes, pardon me.
It's fine, it's fine. Like I said, we're gonna be doing 2 this month, so whatever. And it's fine.
Yeah, I knew for a fact I would be able to do tonight's because I actually have today off, but they don't make the schedule far ahead enough in advance for me to know if I can go to Fridays, so.
I'll always be here.
God, I wish I worked from home.
Oh god, I work at like 5.
Trust me, it's great and a curse.
Because you can do, to quote you, I'm sorry that I'm quoting you in your own stream, but you can do it whenever you want, but you have to do it whenever you want.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's fine. I don't care. Again, we can do whatever you guys want. If you literally want to belittle me for 2 hours, go right ahead. No, because that happened to a YouTuber I watch. I won't say who, because they got rid of that patron finally. But they kind of did what I did. And they were also the reason why when I made my Patreon, I made this the higher tier. Because this person made it like a $10 tier for this hangout. And the person came in, I talked about it in a previous one, like a couple streams back. But they were talking, like, where they literally just came on and was using, like, every foul profanity in the world. They were saying the N-word nonstop. They were, like, just being, pretty much just being an asshole to be an asshole to a lot of people. And then when the guy kicked him, the guy went to Patreon and said, hey, in his thing it says that I pay for this hangout, and he kicked me out. And so the guy almost lost his patron because of one asshole. And I was like, yeah, $25 tier, just safe and sorry. I just, you know.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Star Dragon.
Yeah. Right.
Meanwhile, me sitting like an idiot because the Discord is a DM group and not an actual like Discord group. So it wasn't actually hooked up to Patreon, so I couldn't tell which tier it was.
Yeah, sorry.
Gosh, dang it.
It's fine. I'm just stupid. You can't read blocks of text very well.
It's okay. I'm working on the actual like server for all patrons, but this would still be the special one for you guys, just because it's less work and easier to control for me.
A little less stressful.
Yeah.
This is the first time in a stream.
Also, I apologize. I sound like a prepubescent 12-year-old. I'm an adult, I swear.
It's fine. Like I said, I'm dying, so I have a fan on and a swamp cooler, and every now and then I'm spraying myself with water. So like it's ASMR all over the place.
I don't think I sound 12 though.
Hey, I resent that remark. I actually listen to ASMR, ironically.
It's okay. I also like ASMR, so that's why I like the memes, because I'm actually a person who actively does ASMR. I love me some ASMR. It's great.
ASMR.
Me too. I use it to sleep at night.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so relaxing to sleep at night.
I do. Yes.
It makes me stressed.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm also one of the weirdos. I like listening to the roleplay ones. Like, I like the really weird ones.
Me too.
The roleplay ones give me story inspiration.
Yay, I'm not alone.
I get you.
Yay!
I get you, Michi.
I don't know why, I just find it very uncomfortable to hear somebody talking right in my ear.
It's okay.
It gives me the creeps sometimes.
It's like, yeah, no.
It's okay. It weirds Cody out too, because he's like, "Why are they just whispering?" I'm like, "No, you put it in headphones. It's binaural." And he's like, "That's even worse."
The tingles.
I don't want to hear it around me.
I prefer to just thunderstorms.
Oh, you're
I like the ones that are in character. I don't like the like fourth wall breaking ones where they're actually,
those are weird.
Like I'm gonna give you the tingles. Like no.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I don't like those. It's like I'm taking off your makeup now. I'm like, no, I'm good. You sponge your little mannequin head all on your own. I'm good. Also, a PK was like, I need to get that tier so I can spout controversy. God damn it, PK.
You know, it's PK.
Oh my gosh,
I
my
don't
head
know
is
enough
numb.
about your American controversies.
It's fine.
Y'all don't know about
I
the
don't really either.
Sweet Grapes Crunch ASMR?
At this
What?
You know what?
at this
is the
point,
biggest
there's a controversy every fucking week. Okay, like
the TanaCon controversy.
okay. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love that shit. It's terrible, but it's kind of
Oh,
like.
I do too.
So okay, people are gonna hate me right now, but I'm me and I'm honest. So AX just happened, okay, and I'm seeing all this shit that happened literally every year I've ever been to AX, and I'm like, you know, if you just listened to people and took their advice, well, I shouldn't have to, and I'm like, fine, you go roast in the sun for 9 hours because you're an idiot.
Yep.
Like, I tell people every year, they're like, you go to AX all the time, you know what it's like. I'm like, yeah, and you know what you do? You wake your ass up early, you get there at 8 when it opens, and there's no line. You show up, you show up at LA at fucking noon, and are surprised there's a line. Every year, like clockwork, and they're like, well, there shouldn't be a line. And I'm like, you do realize that AX is one of the biggest conventions in America. That's why it's at the Staples Center, which is where they also have VidCon, because Staples Center can hold like 30,000 people.
God, I went to AwesomeCon. I went to AwesomeCon, which was my first ever convention, and I was expecting it to be packed. And that's not even as big a convention.
I can't go to cons, they're too crowded.
It's like so funny because I see pictures from it and they're like, look at this! And I'm like, that is literally every single year I've ever gone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even surprised. Why are you bitching?
Oh.
Yeah?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry. Conventions?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't think that a line is something that they can just make go away.
Here's the thing. It's in the middle of bumfuck LA. And the Staples Center is in the middle of the heart of LA. So you are in traffic central.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when I see people be like, they need to change this, and I'm like, okay, first of all, AX did change their shit. One, they're finally mailing out badges, which I think they should have been doing for fucking years. But they started mailing out badges this year, which is great. Which, you know what that means, dumbasses? If they mailed out your pass, you didn't have to wait in line! Anyway. And another one, too, is they actually had water stations all over the place. But a lot of the people that were bitching were the people who, like, decided to go to AX last minute. And I'm like, well, that's your problem.
Oh.
You decided to go last minute.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I've gone to a con last minute, but it wasn't
At
very good.
TanaCon, they had no water at all.
oh yeah, no,
they didn't.
okay, I'm done knocking AX and dumb people. Let's talk about TanaCon. So,
Ooh, yes.
I don't know what TanaCon is.
it's so TanaCon is pretty much one of those really, really, really big YouTubers that got rich way too fast and doesn't understand how the world works anymore.
Is that a metaphor? Or
Shade.
Literal.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I see their house tours and I'm like, yo, you are one person. Why do you have a McMansion?
I know.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be real. If I had like 5 million subs, like I think she does. I think she has 5 million or something, like close to that now. If I had that much, and I had the other merch, 'cause people seem to forget she makes money not just YouTube. Like she does modeling and music and tours. So she got to green. And so I'm sitting here like, you know what I would do if I had that money? I would go buy a plot of land somewhere. I'd buy a normal-sized house, and I would put all the rest in a nest egg. And be like, wow, I can retire at 30. This is ridiculous.
Exactly.
But instead I see these people where like, look at my $10 million mansion. Look at my rent that's $10,000 a month.
She just turned 20.
Yeah, and she just turned 20.
And I don't understand how she thought her, a 20-year-old, and the Good Times owner, who is like 21, just a year older than her, could like plan a convention. Like
It's not even the age
months.
though that's actually the issue. The age has nothing to do with it. What has everything to do with it?
Here's what I think Pyth is trying to say, because this is how I feel about the same thing. I have nothing wrong, because the people have gotten on my case about this. They're like, you just don't want young people to succeed. I'm like, no. I am very happy when young people make money when they've earned it. cuff.
Yeah, that's the
Kinda
thing
like,
with those
okay,
two is
I hate to say it, but especially for like the storytime YouTubers, if I did storytime YouTubes, I would be making a video like 2 to 3 times a week. Those are really fucking easy to do.
They are.
also they're fun.
And they're fun. And I'm not knocking them. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying they're very easy compared to the YouTube videos that take a lot of editing or people who've worked really hard. But like, Tana got really rich really fast because it was before the Ad-Apocalypse, to where I remember, because I actually used to be a Tana fan until I realized she was 17 and making so much money she bought her own house at 17. I thought that was a little worrisome because I was like, oh, you're 17, making all that money, you just bought a house. Maybe she's smart and putting it away for college, because that's what I would do. But then I see her going to every country and partying and and flexing all this money, and I'm just like, this is why you don't give a lot of money to people who don't deserve it. Because when you're young and you're just given a shit ton of money, of course you're not going to know what to do with it. And that's what I feel the big issue was with Tana and the guy who ran the company. Because I'm sitting here like, you are 21 running a you're trying to run a, not a ticket company, whatever the hell Good Times was.
A convention company, basically.
Yeah.
An event organizing company.
And that was it.
No. That's not what they are. They're like management, but they thought they could run a convention.
Oh, see? That's even worse.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, I've worked conventions, not like art conventions. I'm doing that this year, though, for the first time. But, like, when I talked about my odd jobs, Cody and I would work for events all the fucking time. And we still do. And a lot goes into that kind of stuff, even for a weekend.
My sister, each year in our small little town, holds a, like, anime convention in town, and a lot to put into it. Like, I worked it one time, and oof, never again.
Because see, here's the big problem too.
But oof,
it's okay. It's hard. Again, I've worked it, so I understand what you mean. So now, granted, I never planned anything, and thank God I didn't, because that shit's hard. First of all, one, I think they all got money crazy, because by law, when you rent out a space, which is why the Marriott they were at had to fucking close the whole hotel down, they tell you in their contracts, like, I should know this, I've been looking into this stuff for my fucking wedding, where they're like, okay, you can only have a max of this people. They never tell you, like, when I saw that thing on the... Oh, excuse me, I'm burpy. When I saw Shane's video on the whole, like, well, the Marriott said we could have 5,000. I'm like, no, they didn't, because no hotel would do that. They would be like, these ballrooms can hold XYZ max. I've done that with my mom, too, before for other things. And I'm like, they have never once said, well, we can hold more than that, but this room only holds that. No, they're like, no, if you rent out this space, you only get this room. You get maximum of 1,000. But they didn't cap the tickets until 5,000. And the only thing I can think of that is literally money reasons. Because even though it's 1,000 people, that's a really successful first con. Like, 1,000 people's really good.
They plan to do like
I believe actually they aren't going to be able to get really any of it. The ticket company itself
the ticket company is
said,
holding...
you're responsible for refunds. We keep everything.
And this is a contract about that.
Yeah, and this is why I tell people, okay, so this is actually really funny. So, there's this other artist out there, I'm not going to name who it is, but I was just talking about this with Pastel in our stream, but I was talking to her yesterday about it. And it's why I tell people, do your goddamn research. Do your goddamn research, because one of the biggest pet peeves I hate is when I see the artist stereotype where they're a fucking idiot. Because there's this pretty big artist on the internet, not on YouTube, but just on the internet, where they made this big stink on the internet about how a company stole money from them for printing and publishing, kind of like how I use Redbubble and stuff. And I was like, oh man, that sucks, until I read into it. And this isn't me being a conspiracy theorist, like, the artist literally admitted to being a fucking idiot. So, the artist was like, they told me to name my price. Number one, that's a terrible red flag. Because if they ever tell you to name your price, You, as the artist who is going into this, need to do your research to see how much it takes to actually publish something. Because you can say, like, I'll use my books for an example, right? Because I've been looking into self-publishing and stuff. So, let's say I want to make $25 a book. Now, that's really high, especially if I'm doing ebook. It's not going to be that high. But, let's say that's what I want. That's what I feel my book is worth, right? Well, then, I have to make sure, whenever I go with, that I ask them, on top of saying, I want to make $25, not, I want the book to be $25. Because if I tell them I want the book to be $25,
then you're not gonna get all of that $25.
Exactly. I'm gonna be lucky if I get $5. Because they're doing all the hard work. They're doing the printing, and the mailing, and the refunds. I'm getting a tiny bit of that money. And this is in any publishing industry. It's why, like, I tell people, whenever you go to, like, a bookstore, like Barnes & Noble, and you buy a book, the author isn't making any of that money. How it works is, at the end or beginning of the year, it depends on the country and the publication you're with, they give you something called a royalty check. And what that is where they'll be like, especially for first-time authors, you're gonna get a really shitty check. But it'll be like, okay, I'll be generous and I'll say $1,000. Here's $1,000 checks, a $1,000 royalty check. We'll sell your book for maybe $10, and we'll have like 1,000 copies worldwide. That's it, right? If your book does really well, the publication company orders more books, and you get a bigger royalty check. Famous for this is J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter. Her first royalty check for Harry Potter was $1,000, and then I think her next royalty check was like $50K. Because of how much people wanted Harry Potter. That's how it works.
So is that why you should, like, make not your, like, precious book first?
Yeah, that's exactly why you shouldn't make your, like, a magnum opus your first thing.
Oh, okay.
Because...
I didn't know to say that.
Oh, no, it's fine. That's, yeah, you're, like... Marked as my magnum opus. The Lord of the Rings trilogy was Tolkien's magnum opus. You know, the Game of Thrones is George R.R. Martin's magnum opus, but George R.R. Martin made a lot of books before Game of Thrones.
Oh,
That's why you kind of want to get a name for yourself, then get it out there. You know? And I'm not saying be like, okay, well, I'm going to put out a shitty book first, but you want your first book to be, like, testing the waters, because you also, and this is going to sound mean, but it's me, you don't really want to end up like Harry Potter or Scott Pilgrim, where that's all anybody wants to see. So, because J.K. Rowling's made other books, but no one talks about it, because they're like, we only care about Harry Potter.
Kind of like becoming horse famous.
What?
Oh, sorry. I was making I was making an art parallel, because there are some artists online who can only do ponies now because that's all anyone wants to see.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's a really good example. Yeah, that's a really good example. So that's why when I saw this artist make this big deal about being scammed, and then in their thing they literally put, this is where I lost my shit, and I'm like, okay, Respect Bucks is now gone. It is erased. And they were like, I'm an artist, not a lawyer. I shouldn't have to worry about this. And I'm like, boy.
That's
I'm like, you're right. You shouldn't have to worry about this. Go work for a company. Then you don't have to worry about this.
What?
If you work for yourself, then you have to also take into account the legalities of working for yourself.
Yeah, like realistically, like Holly was giving me a lot of advice for self-publishing and stuff, and we're working on that, the My Hero zine and everything, and it's gonna be a pretty expensive zine, but it's like almost 100 pages, so that's 100 pages of printing per book, and all the artists are getting paid a small sum, which is funny, because some people were pissed off. They're like, I'm only gonna make like maybe $5 off this thing, and it's like, do you realize how much money goes into making stuff? Like,
yeah, that's why. Oh my god, that's why when like Holly on Twitter, she was talking about it, and like this person was like, "It's poor management. You should have like."
By the way, hi
admit
Holly.
That you...
If you're creeping here, because she tends to creep in my live stream.
Holly.
So if you're
Hi,
here,
Holly.
hi, love you, smutches.
No, someone was saying like, just admit that she bit off more than she could chew. Da 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 da. I'm like, that's extremely rude. I mean, people should know who they're getting in a zine with, and like look into the artist and look into how much it's gonna cost, and like, you know, maybe talk with Holly about like how much you're gonna get if that's what you're focusing on, because like I know some people probably entered in because Holly is like a big YouTuber and thought, maybe I could get a lot of money out of this, but like,
what, you make money off the zine?
Nothing wrong with.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
none of us have gotten paid yet because Holly's getting the pre-orders. Like, that's the big thing. Like, everyone's like, because I saw those tweets too and I was getting pissed. I'm like, guys, she's making the books. She's printing the books. She's mailing the books. If Holly wants to get a little bit more out of it, that makes complete sense to me.
Or she's the one doing all the manual, like, printing for it.
Up?
For the zine? I don't think the pre-orders are up for the zine yet.
Okay.
But I know she has pre-orders up for her Not Safe for Work zine, and I think
that's right,
more.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think the My Hero one's up yet.
Because I want to order it, because I saw some people's and I'm like, ooh.
Oh, it's okay. I entered mine and I saw other people's and I'm like, oh, mine looks so bad compared to some of these people, but I still love it, so it's okay. No, I'm not knocking it. I'm like, I was super proud, but like I saw some other people's, so I'm like, damn, I'm so glad mine isn't on that page.
I just finished My Hero Academia, or I caught up.
You're caught up.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god.
I need to catch up.
I love it.
It's so great. I fucking love My Hero.
I finished catching up.
Oh yeah, the Rose Quartz sketchbook. That's the other pre-order she has up right now. That's what it is.
Oh
but
yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I also know she's gonna be selling the zine at San Japan. So if anybody's in Texas and going to San Japan, since we're sharing a booth, she's gonna be selling them there. So if you're going to San Japan, I'm just saying, if you're going to San Japan and you're gonna go to our booth, we can sign the copies for you, because she said she's gonna print a bunch off and sell them at our booth. So.
Oh, that's.
I wish I could go.
God,
I wish I could go so bad, but
I wish I could live so far away.
I can't go to conventions.
I mean,
it's too crowded.
I've lived in Texas before, so like, I know Texas, but like money and getting the time off. Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I would need to get the time off and get the money, and even then, I don't want to be in a place by myself, because I know my parents won't go, and Cole probably won't be able to go.
I understand that.
Oh, it's okay. We're gonna have fun with Zodiac and his mom, because he's going to his first convention with us, and so we're all gonna blast. I should emphasize, he's not having a booth. He's just going with Quan, so they're gonna be like creeping throughout the con.
Oh yeah, that was me at Awesome Con.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna have. I'm so happy though, because Pastel won the mega table, so I get to meet like all my online friends for the most part at this con, and so I'm excited for all of us. I really am. We've got so much shit planned. So.
Oh my god! Last night I was because I backed a tarot card deck on Kickstarter, because it was fun. Beautiful. I was like, ooh, I need it. And I was like, I asked my friend, I was like, would you want the deck too? Because like there was an option to get 2 decks, and he was like, no, you don't need to spend your money on me. And I was like, I want to get you a gift. And then today he was like, I saw a painting at work and I had to get it for you, so I can't about things. I got you. I don't even know what the painting is, but I'm gonna love it anyways.
What freaking number was this again? C2? Yep, C2. Okay.
Using Copics?
Who's using Copics?
No, I just heard someone say C2, and I know
that's...
Oh,
no. I'm actually working on expression meme doodles. Like, you know, those like, expression memes with like the charts and stuff.
I love those.
This person wanted C2 for one. I got more of these, and I get to draw like 4 Homestuck fan trolls. Oh, yay! Weird horn shapes, my favorite.
I should do those. I'm not that good at expressions.
Damn, I just missed it. Now I'm sad.
Huh?
No, I saw on Twitter someone was like, TwitchCon Artist Alley applications were up, and I'm like, you know, I might just try, and then I looked on it, and it's like, yeah, we're closed, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh well. I attempted, so that's all.
At least you tried.
Are y'all selling and signing books at San Japan? Well, the only one I'm comfortable signing to is the zine, because my art's in it. The rest is Holly's books. I think that'd be weird. Hey, Holly, I know you're selling your sketchbook, but can I sign it for this really random person?
Can I sign your sketchbook for someone?
Imagine someone comes up to you with this paper and is like, will you sign this for me?
I mean, I'm fine signing my stuff. I just think that'd be really weird and rude.
No, I think it would be weird. Yeah, I agree there.
Let's see. But yeah, no, San Japan, we're gonna be there all of the days, because we're running the booth. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My friend is going, and I wanted your signature. Well, if your friend goes to the booth and buys the book, I'll do it. Give Holly the money, because I'm not selling the zine. Holly is, so.
Give Holly the money.
I mean, again, she's literally making it, so I'm not even
Yeah.
I'm not even mad. Like, that makes complete sense to me.
If I would have known about, or if I would have watched My Hero Academia while the like...
You would have applied for the zine?
I would have applied.
Yeah. Oh my god, so many people fucking up. So many people applied for that zine, and I was so mad because so many people, like, got in, and only, like, half actually did the work.
Really?
Yeah.
The only thing I would need help with is formatting, because I don't.
Oh, well,
know
Holly
how
made it really easy. She literally was like, okay, draw in this square. That's all you have to do.
Oh, that is really easy.
Yeah.
What's a zine?
Love when I love when there's like an actual physical like border.
Yeah, a zine is, I don't know what it stands for, but I always considered it like a magazine, and pretty much what most zines are is they're little mini art books that are usually self-published.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm actually thinking of making a sketchbook too, but it would, if anything, I've got so much on my plate. If that did come out, it would be on Amazon at the end of the year, and that would be, like, a miracle. So, don't hold your breath, but I'm thinking about doing it, because I have, like, all my old sketchbooks, and I'm like, they aren't just sitting there, and I know I have enough to, like, throw together into a collaboration thing. So, I might do that. Did someone at least draw Deku's shoe? I think so. I haven't seen all the submissions. I just know what I drew, and I drew Deku and someone else, so I'm not gonna say, because you'll have to see, and then I drew the invisible girl, because I felt like nobody was gonna draw her, and I love her. I love Toru.
Oh, also, I dropped what I was muttering about in the Discord chat.
Oh, okay.
Copics.
Oh, that's what that was.
Trust me, if I had Copics, I would be living the dream.
I don't feel like my art's quality enough yet to have Copics on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
your expression's really cute. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I know some amazing digital artists that when they try Copics for the first time, because they don't practice, it looks like ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel so
me.
bad, but I'm like, because I'll
That's
say,
me.
I'm like, you make amazing digital art. The fuck is this?
I'm the same way.
Me.
When I went to my career tech class in high school, I mean, I was nowhere near the level I am now, obviously, because that's like 2 years ago. But like, they didn't have Copic markers; they had Prisma markers.
I had those too. I had Prismacolor markers.
But they were the professional like quality, and I tried using them, and by God, awful, just blending. Why?
Bleeding through the lines was my worst thing. That took me forever to not bleed through lines.
Oh, I prefer using oil pastels.
Again, I give you credit, because I don't have the patience for that.
Oh, and as a, it's really hard though because I'm left-handed as well, so I have to be
gosh.
careful.
Everyone I know is left-handed for the most part. You're left-handed. Oh, yeah.
What?
What happened?
I'm right-handed.
I'm right-handed.
Hello, what's
I'm
happening?
right-handed.
Right is
Robo?
my dominant hand too.
Are we cutting out?
No? Well, someone was
No.
Someone
roboting.
yeah?
was
Yeah.
roboting.
Robo voice.
Oh no! What the heck?
You're back.
You know
Hello?
what's concerning?
Hello, hello.
Yeah?
Why?
When your wrist makes crunchy sounds when you roll it.
Oh.
That's concerning.
I never get wrist pains.
Who's all
That's
here?
okay.
That's why I sleep with the brace on.
No,
now.
that's smart. Yeah, I've had to start doing that. Who's all streaming with you? All of my most of my amazing patrons. We're
I
doing.
think there's one person missing.
Yeah, we're doing a stream.
AC.
Yeah, we're doing a stream today, and we're gonna be doing one on Friday for the ones who can't make it.
Oh yeah, for the one on
We are
Friday, I
missing
might pop in during lunch.
AC and are we missing Moonlight? Is Moonlight here?
I'm right
And
here.
There you is.
I too am
Nice.
here. I'm just very silent.
Are you okay?
Same.
Oh no,
Same.
I'm good. I'm just having trouble figuring out what to contribute or where I can contribute during these conversations.
Oh, okay.
That's
'Cause-
okay. I tend to just lurk too, unless I have a snarky comment.
Me.
Which, like, snark and humor is all I have going for me. Please.
Right?
That humor is what I got.
But I
Fine.
figure that if I'm gonna be sitting here most of the time, I might as well see if I can get something drawn.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
that's
no, I'm
good.
working on commissions while I'm here. So,
What should
Sounds
I
like a
do?
plan.
because listening to Mitchie's voice is just immediate motivation.
Oh God, I'm gonna like blush. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm working on character bios while we're doing this.
Well, it's
I'm-
mostly just because the tone of your voice immediately conveys to me, since I already watch your videos in the background when I work, it's just immediately like, oh, mother is watching me, must do work.
Oh, that's me. I put the streams on in the background.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm dying. Stop.
No.
Usually, though, whenever I see your art streams, Michi,
Yeah.
well, really anyone's art streams.
Mhm.
Well, I guess that's not really a wide range because it's only you and Pastel that I watch.
It's okay. Pastel streams way more than me and makes me like envious. But then again, I'm
But,
like,
yeah,
this bitch got
Pastel
AC. I don't. So.
Meanwhile, Mel has to like poke me in the middle of a nap, be like, "Hey, you have a Picarto, remember?" I'm like, "Ah!"
How to anatomy.
Beans.
But yeah,
That's a good
Yes.
question.
you
Yes.
guys make me want to draw too.
Good.
Which is usually bad because I don't know what to draw.
It's okay. That's
Problem.
honestly, that's me a lot of the time. Is I'll
I
have
never
like
asked my friends.
I'll have great ideas for stuff, usually when I'm away, and then I'll finally sit down and I'm like, okay, I had this great idea in my car, I'm all set.
I can't remember.
Fuck.
And then you sit down and you type out the first sentence, and they were roommates, and then you just stare at the rest. And then you just stare at the rest of the blank document, like,
Why aren't
Yes.
you writing
Yep,
yourself?
yep, pretty much.
And they were roommates.
Oh my
I love that vibe! I feel
like
so
it.
okay, I've quoted that and so few people get it and I feel so weird. I'm like, God damn it, I know I'm weird, but I know that one's funny.
I actually, I have
I like
heard
drawing
that.
It's
Oh
just
my
really
gosh,
fun.
I-
There's this like chick it's just a vine of this. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
see.
you're fine. I was just remembering that coworker said like some stupid joke the other day, and it was like I had the cereal and there was words in my like cereal, and he just went ooh, and he was like they were Cheerios, and I don't know why, but I like died.
That's so
I like
dumb!
was I don't know why I laughed at it, but I was like my stomach was hurting. I was like nearly crying at work from how hard I was laughing. I was like doubled over, and like then he was like, you should tell Sean that you saw words in your cereal and it just said ooh, and that made it even worse. I
Oh.
know Sean would have like he would have thought it was so stupid. I was like, ugh, why? And then he comes in and I'm like crying from laughing so hard, and he's like, what's going on? And I was like, tell Sean. And he was like, tell Sean what? And like nobody would tell him, so I looked stupid just standing there dying. It was
it's
crazy.
okay.
I was very sleep deprived that day.
It's okay. I died in the baker's drive-thru
That
today
happens
when we
too
picked
much.
up
Oh, that
Cody.
reminds me of
Oh,
something.
I'm
boy.
a night shift person.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
We're still here.
what happened?
Okay,
Hello.
I was wondering if I was the reason she's roboting.
Oh.
Because I heard you roboting really bad. Ash, sorry. Took me a minute.
it's okay.
I forgot your name. I'm like, I know what your username is.
It's fine. It could be my internet. My internet's been being a butt lately.
Oof,
That's
it's
fair.
okay. Did you guys want to hear my embarrassing story of the baker's drive-thru?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're
Sure.
both dying because my car doesn't have air conditioning, so we just have the windows down. I'm already sweaty and hot. We're going to the baker's. We're almost home. And I forgot what it was. Cody said some snarky comment, and so I said something back. I'll be like, yeah, right, whatever, I'll suck your dick. And, like, right after I said it, I didn't realize I had pulled up to the window, and the lady's like, hi, welcome to Baker's! And I'm like, and Cody fucking dies laughing. I got it on the vlog of him just dying, and I'm just sitting here like, it's like, if you guys need a minute, I'll give you a minute. And I'm just like dying. I'm like, Cody, switch spots with me right now, please. Please switch. He's like, no, we are seeing this through.
Oh, I've got a somewhat similar story.
Oh,
my mom was in the I believe it was the Kroger drive-thru picking up prescriptions, and I didn't realize that they have the microphone on continuously when they like use the computer to check stuff. So like, so I turned to my mom, and sometimes I just info dump stuff on her. And recently, I had to do some research for when vibrators were invented. So I just decided to info dump all this random information about vibrators. And then my mother was just like, "You do realize they still have the microphone on, right?" And I'm like,
Oh no.
"That was when I started this conversation."
Oh, that reminds me of something.
And meanwhile, I could tell that the Kroger clerk was like holding in her laughter.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, well, at least I made someone's day.
I mean, the reason vibrators were invented is kind of interesting.
It was invented to cure hysteria.
Yep.
Because yeah.
About that in class.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
because-
Ash, you're roboting really bad.
Uh,
Are you back? Ash, maybe you want to try to leave and come back? Maybe? I have to do that sometimes, so.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had YouTube open on my iPad
Uh-huh.
because I was like watching the comments. I was trying to, but I'm drawing at the same time. So, it might have been that.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I like
Make
about Picarto is that it'll make a chat sound notification.
I'm not even to.
Really? Picarto never did that for me. It never made a notification.
You have to turn it. You have to turn it on
That's
manually,
why.
but it'll do it.
I was on LTE that entire time. So,
Ooh.
well, I turned it off. No, I have unlimited data, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good.
Oh, that's good.
But I turned it off because like in the doctor's office the internet sucked. And I was like, I'm just gonna use
I'll just use
my
data.
LTE.
Me.
Yeah.
God.
No, I have unlimited, so
I know, me. I'm the same way. So I'm like, fuck it. I have unlimited anyway.
exactly. So
That's
yeah.
the one thing
So I
just
shouldn't be
about-
roboting anymore. I forgot I turned it off. I had to turn it back on.
You're good.
God damn it.
oh.
No, I just got a comment on my recent vlog, and this comment fucking killed me. Oh
Yeah.
no, the kitty scratched the titty, and I'm like, god damn it.
Kitty scratched the kitty.
Do you know how much that happens to me?
I'm gonna guess a
My
lot.
cat. Yeah, my cat likes to. He sleeps with me at night, and
Mhm.
sometimes he'll come on my chest and like lay and like just do cat things on my chest, and then he will start kneading, and he doesn't realize that he has like claws. He doesn't realize that. He doesn't know.
Binks
and,
does
like-
that too. Binks doesn't realize how big he is, and then gets sad when he's too
No.
big.
Yeah,
Oh,
my cat
does
doesn't
that
either.
too.
It's weird because I had him when he was like super tiny where he would fit in my hands, and he's huge now, like huge. He's fat. He's really fat, and but I love him to death. He's my baby boy.
That's like the Binks.
I have 4 cats, so I definitely know what it feels like to have kitty scratch your titty.
I have 2 kitties.
It fucking hurts.
I have Teddy, which is my son, and then I have Angel, who is kind of like actually insane.
That's ironic.
I don't
because
know
one of our
what.
cats is named Lucifer.
Nice.
No,
Oh, I
we
just didn't
rescued
know.
her. It's my sister's cat. She rescued her for her birthday, and she like was abused when before she got there, and like a few years ago she started like ripping out her fur and like making scabs on herself, and we found out she was allergic to fleas and most flea medicine. Oh shit. And she has like allergies and stuff, and she like it's not fun for her, but we finally found a medicine that would help her.
Aww.
But if she like if we forget to give it to her, she like starts up again, and we're like, oops, gotta give her that. Cause like it's a pill, so we have to like, you know, cause we've tried giving it to her in like food, but she won't eat it, so we have to like shove it down her throat so she can actually like have it and feel better. But she does not like that, obviously. It makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's one thing I'm worried about for when if Binks ever needs medication. I can already see now he's not going to be easy to take it.
When Teddy was younger, we had to give him medicine when we got him fixed, and they gave us like a syringe to like with liquid medicine to like do that. So
they did that with my old. They did it with my old cats too, but I have a feeling he would be like, no.
Yeah, that's true. But also, we were still like occasionally giving him bottles because he really liked the bottles for some reason, I don't know, and so he thought it was like that, and then he tasted it, he was like,
nope,
this ain't nope. But we were able to get it like down quick enough for him, so.
Oh, that's good.
But I love him. He misses my sister because she's in Arizona currently, which I'm so jealous of.
By the way, I'm not bored, I'm just tired. That's what the yawn was for.
I feel you. I feel you.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I didn't go to bed till like 5 o'clock this morning, and I woke up
Oh
at
my
like
god.
10.
Oh my god.
Actually, me. That, like, legit, let's see. Let me map out my schedule. I went to bed at 10, woke up at 5, went back to bed around 6 or so, and then woke up around 10 again, but now 10 a.m. to pick Cody up at the airport. I'm just all over the place, because I'm like, it's too hot to do anything during the day, so I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna work at night. That's all I can do.
Yeah, I forgot to turn off my work alarm, so my alarm went off at 4 a.m.
Oh no!
But it gave me a good opportunity to check my Fur Affinity notifications without it being like, you have 2,000 notifications because you follow too many artists, dumb butt.
It's okay, that's like me back when I used to go on vacation. Oh, I'm gonna sound so old. I'm not even that old! But back in my day, before a time of smartphones, whenever I would go on vacation anywhere, there'd be no way for me to check any of my messages, you know? And so I'd come home and it'd be like, 10,000 notifications on DA, 5,000 notifications on Fur Affinity, God knows what's on Tumblr, and I'm just like, I follow too many goddamn people.
It's me on Instagram. I follow so many people on Instagram. It's crazy. Let's see how many I follow on Instagram. It's quite a lot. Oh, I guess I went through 736. It used to be in the thousands. So.
Nice.
But I just find so many artists on Instagram, and I'm like...
I know, a lot of people jumped ship. That made me, like, really sad that, like, so many people keep jumping ship from website to website. Because I remember for the longest time, it was DA. And then after DA, it was Tumblr. And now it's Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. I
jumped ship from DeviantArt directly to Fur, pretty much. And
Hello?
Same here, except I pretty much don't do much on it anyway, so...
Hey, speaking of, Christian.
But
you need to update your toy house.
Yes, you do.
I
just
said
wish-
as once we get the my brain stopped.
Hey. You just got other characters that aren't Star Dragons that you can post on your Fair Affinity. So I'm a fight.
Yes, but I need pictures for them, which again
I'm still
is...
working on my toy house.
Hold on, be right back. I have to use the bathroom real quick. So, promote yourselves, ask the chat things, talk to each other. I will be right back. I'm just going to the bathroom, but
We can promo ourselves here.
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
just
You
literally
are
you guys can do whatever the hell you
yourselves.
want. So I'll be right back.
No.
You have essentially just handed me a microphone, and I'm going to be like Jaden's anxiety video. P is starting the.
Yes,
Sim.
promo yourself.
Promo? Okay.
But I figured out what to draw.
Why are you guys so bad at shilling yourselves?
What?
Ow. One hamburger.
Pythoness. That's my name. Chicken.
Yeah, I went and called you Pythonus. I still remember that.
I don't know why people call it that, honestly. Everyone says Pythoness, but when it's not just you, don't worry. It's like a lot of people.
So I'm back
Okay,
for about
no
5
worries.
minutes
Heart attack.
because
Yep.
Cody's in the bathroom and locked the door, and I'm like, God damn it, I need to use it. But I know it's gonna be at least like 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm
The
back
bad,
for
the
right now.
bad thing about sharing bathrooms.
Yep.
Oh, I feel you. My dad always constantly in the bathroom, like
We have a
at
safe
least an hour.
I went
I
down
don't-
to Cole's house and
And back.
in Virginia, and like I came out of the bathroom after taking a morning shower, and his mother was waiting on me, and so was Cole, and his mother just went and looked at him, and she was like, "Your boyfriend takes less time in the bathroom than you do," and I'm just like, "Oh,
Sorry.
well then." But it's also partially because he has long, majestic hair, so
That'd do it.
yeah.
I have the
the-
long
He has a lot more to
majestic hair.
shampoo than I do because I'm lazy. Although then
Oh,
again,
God, I'm,
I should probably maintain my blue hair more often, but I don't feel like it.
I take
I use
30-minute showers.
I use like half my shampoo in the shower.
Me. I have to have, like, Cody always gets in my case. He's like, why do you need so much shampoo and conditioner? I'm like, Cody, my hair's down to my ass, okay? This is
Oh,
why.
Sam.
I gotta
Once,
cut my
brother
once,
cut
once
mine
we're
for my
married,
shoulders
I'm
in the
cutting the
summer.
bitch off, and I'm dyeing it again, so it'll be fine. I miss my short hair. But I almost fried it a couple years ago, and I wanted to have long hair for my wedding, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna grow it. Ah! Are you done?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. You want to talk to the patrons while I go to the bathroom? No, wait, come here.
No.
Talk to them.
Eh.
Please,
No.
please.
Why?
Talk to us.
Because they'll say
We
hi.
don't
Karen.
Sit.
Let me talk to
Why
you.
did she do this to me? Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh god, there's so many of you.
Yep.
Yes, it's
There's enough.
How many
There's
is
like
there?
8 of us. There's like 8 of us, I believe. Here, anyway. The 9th person is AFK.
Well, hello, everyone. How was your day?
Hello.
Yay.
I'm
I got
Good day.
shots in my head.
Okay, this doesn't
Guys,
work when
it's
all of you talk at
Here in
once.
Australia land.
Okay.
I got 6 shots in my head today.
I am sorry.
They were numbing shots, so.
They were.
not
I'm
too
sorry, it
bad.
cut out at the wrong time. They were numbing what?
Shots.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
I have.
Sorry, I thought
I
you
have
said something
daily
else.
Headaches. I have daily headaches, so they're trying to like make them stop.
That's
'Cause I've
unfortunate.
Had it for like 5 years, so like.
Okay, well, stop hitting your head against things.
Oh no, it's not that. I have chronic migraines.
Oh, I know. I'm being facetious and an asshole. I'm sorry.
No, I get you. I get you.
But
I do it all the time. I'm just very tired, so everything is like flying over my head.
you're back.
Yes.
I was just getting into deep conversations like hello and how was your day. Here you go.
Okay.
I'm
Do you
here
still
for
wanna-
the meme.
do you still want to go to the movies?
Yes, I have one set up for 7 if you want.
7? Okay, that should be good.
It's 7 right now for me.
Yeah.
It's like 7:21. I keep forgetting about time zones.
Yeah, I was like, don't worry, it's only 4 here, so that's like 3 hours from now, so we're good.
Yeah.
Michi and I are in the
Currently
same
9
time
a.m.
zone.
What state are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm from Washington.
I'm from New York.
I'm an
I was born in
idiot.
California.
I am an
I was born in
idiot.
California.
I'm an
though,
idiot. I'm like, I mailed you your package. I should know that.
So.
Like, oh god, slow moment.
I live in the
No,
middle of a
it's fine.
cornfield. In case anyone wants to know.
I live in the middle
city.
of nowhere. Literally.
I
Nobody
live
knows.
in New
I
York
live
City.
in New York City.
It's okay.
It's in the middle of
I
nowhere.
live in California, and I live close to where everybody knows places are, but no one knows where I live. So I'm like, yeah, I'm 30 minutes away from LA, and I'm 30 minutes away from Anaheim, and they're like, oh, that must be great, and I'm like, homie, if you have money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
John looks like she's
It's like, you live so close to theme parks, that must be so cool. I'm like, bitch, I don't got the money to go to theme parks whenever I want.
You know, a little bit ago, I like looked at the black bubble mailer and I realized that your return address is on there too. So like the first thing in my head that popped up was like I could mail her like a printed out photo of like a snail or something.
Oh my god.
I was just like, I could do that. There is nothing stopping me from doing that.
You could. The only thing holding me back from getting a P.O. box, because a lot of people have been asking for a P.O. box, is that, knock on wood, if everything goes right in September, we'll be moving.
Good.
Oh yeah.
I haven't wanted to talk about it, because I don't want to jinx it, but as long as everything goes the way it goes, we'll be moving out in September, so.
I hope that happens.
We can only hope.
Yeah, so,
Wait,
when
I
that
was like,
happens, I can get a P.O. box. Because that's literally the only thing holding me back now. Because I don't want to get a P.O. box out here, because we don't know where yet. We have a general idea. But we're gonna be pretty much going ham next month. That's the plan. But I don't want to have to get like a P.O. box out like where I live now, and then maybe we end up moving an hour away, because then that would be like, okay, I can't even justify going once a week. And I don't. And the thing too with a P.O. box is
They fill up.
they fill up fast, and if you don't collect your stuff, they'll fine you. So
Yeah.
that's like a big thing too, is like, I'm not saying it'll get like capacity the day I open it, at least I hope not, that would be a lot and I would cry. But you know, I don't want to be like, yay, I pay like $400 for this P.O. box, which by the way, it's a year, so it's not that bad for the big sized one. And then be like, oh, okay, well, you couldn't pick it up in time because you live an hour or so away, or who knows, even be more. So now it's like, okay, $100 every time you pick up something, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't justify it.
I wish I
Yeah.
could send you one of our air conditioners.
It's okay. Lissa was saying the same thing. She's like, I can get you one as a wedding gift. I'm like, it's okay. All the places we've been looking have air conditioners. It's just this house that doesn't.
I'll send you a bootleg Peridot.
You'll send. Please do. I want the bootleg that's actually canon Cartoon Network swag Peridot.
I will.
Have you
I will
guys seen
send
it?
you-
Because Sky literally
No.
has like, it's like a Cartoon Network official Peridot, and it looks like a bootleg Peridot.
Let me
She
take a
looks
terrible
so-
picture and put her in the Discord.
Yeah, go put it in the Discord. She looks so bad. It
Oh,
makes me
no.
laugh.
Oh
I'm
no.
excited.
As
Oh,
bad
I
as
almost just
Penguin
said
Peridot.
something, but I stopped myself about Steven Universe.
Oof. Oof.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I finally figured out what I'm gonna draw. So, well, actually, I did a little while ago, but
Yay! Hey, Christian. Did you get printer ink yet?
no, I haven't. I've been.
I
having trouble.
I have been sitting on those references for your characters for forever.
I know.
The character I'm drawing is like always leaning. It's annoying me.
Who's Michi? Oh, a
What?
good way to fix that problem is to, even if you're drawing on paper, take a photo with your phone and flip it. So you can see how it looks. Who's Michi? I'm Michi. I'm Twisted Disaster, Michi, Michelle. Slowly
Hey.
I was
dying
about
of
to
heat
say,
exhaustion.
my
We are all
god.
meeting.
I
Oh my
have
god,
one.
it is a bootleg.
That
Like a bootleg. Oh my god.
I have one of those.
It's not a bootleg though. That's the Cartoon
know.
Network official one. I love it. I want
Oh,
one so
that.
bad.
Oh
the-
no.
I was about to just be like, we are all Michi.
We are all.
We are
Oh.
singularly, collectively,
Here's
the hive
Well,
mind that is Twisted Disaster.
Yay.
And as soon as I said
Lily.
that, my brain automatically like, welcome to my Twisted Disaster, and I'm like, shut up.
Ha ha ha. Oof.
We could be the bees and
but
And the one that's going up now is the group shot of all of them from where I got her.
I don't. Oh my god, the poor
ready to see
Paradise.
I know!
Oh,
She's seen some shit.
The Steven scares me. The Steven fucking scares me.
Oh god.
all of them.
Ah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, here are the canon Cartoon Network
I don't
plushies.
like it.
What was his
Don't like
mouth?
it.
I didn't even notice her fucking nose. Peridot's nose looks
Yeah,
so weird.
Like
I
on the
don't
one
like
I
it
got,
at all.
I
Steve
noticed
knows it
that
first,
too.
but oh my god.
It's pointier than I expected.
His mouth.
You know, people bitch
It
about
looks
the
like-
characters being off-model. This is just bad.
It looks
I
like
don't-
Pearl is cosplaying as Peridot.
Right?
With how pointy
love
that
it.
nose is.
I've heard people say like the only one that looks decent is Lapis.
Oh, there's a Lapis plushie?
I think the amethyst one looks okay.
Yeah, the amethyst one looks okay. Garnet, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Garnet. Pearl, I think Pearl looks okay.
Pearl looks okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else looks fucking scary. Freaking
Garnet
Steve's
has
face.
huge-
Steven's jaw is like
Imagine
way
mild
too
and
big
terrifying.
compared to his head.
Yeah.
Her weapon.
Like, and his
Her
ears.
nose is
Look
her
at
weapon.
his ears.
Squidward
hips.
Peridot.
They just stick out like that. Why?
The only one that
Who
looks
thought
good is
this
Pearl.
was okay?
Abominations.
Her nose is her weapon.
Yeah, Garnet has mega hips, but just hips. Like, it's not in her thighs. It's just like,
No,
Here you
it's
go.
just like her
It's just the
hips.
hips.
yeah, it's like, you know what? We're gonna stuff just her hips.
Paradise and Pearl can fence with their noses.
Sword fight. Please don't take that out of context.
Right?
Imagine just waking up to this, like staring at you in the middle of the night.
No, see, I'd
Oh,
be terrified.
God.
I already have, like, weird nightmares.
She looks lost.
Why am I just finding out about this?
Just finding out about what?
You
But
can
what?
make a fucking Bowser plushie at Build-A-Bear, and I want it now. And it looks great, and I need it. I need it.
I have never actually been to a Build-A-Bear, and what's hilarious was that Hun took me to a mall, which great date idea. But the only reason he took me to the mall was because I hardly ever get to go out to stores and places.
Yeah.
So like just wandering around a mall is fun to me. But we walked past the Build-A-Bear like 3 different times, and each time he was like, "Hun, do you want to go in?" And I'm like, "No, I'm an adult. I swear."
You could be an adult and have a plushie.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have plenty of plushies, but standing in a Build-A-Bear 20 years old, I'm like,
Oh, I had no
slightly
shame.
insecure.
Like, I
I'm
don't
going, no
care.
shame.
Okay, so I feel bad, but I love that on the website, it's like, how would you like to receive your furry friend? And it's fucking Bowser. And it says stuffed and ready to play, or unstuffed, and I'll stuff it in store. And I'm like, god damn it, I hate my fucking mind. But everybody else is laughing, so I know I'm not alone here.
Yeah. Why does that make me think? I can't remember what his name is, but the Bowser loving guy from Tumblr. I can't remember his username.
Ask the Bows?
No, like I can't remember his name. I think it started with an S.
I get Build-A-Bear cards every Christmas. I have like 13 of them. Lucky! What's your favorite SU character? And which one do you relate to the most? I feel Peridot is my spirit animal.
Is this a weapon?
Like, she started off as a villain, and she just you take away her safety zone, and she's just a very small, scared bean. And then she grows confidence, and nothing like bothers her. I feel
It's a
Peridot.
cold, scared.
Ah!
It's a green Dorito.
It is.
She is a cold, scared.
I feel like
No spoilers though, because not everyone's seen it, so don't say anything for what you just saw. But how do you feel?
All know that
Oh.
she's a Doritos. No spoiler.
No,
I feel
but
like
how do you feel?
I'm
how-
gonna say
Yeah.
I think blue is the prettiest.
I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of like
It is much screams.
not hate but like why. But my favorite character so
You
far
understand.
is Lapis.
That's fine.
And
Pretty decent.
I just like
Not a good
her
person.
character is like super interesting to me, and I'm not like excusing anything that she's done. It's just like It's interesting to see how they portray her in a kids show.
Just hold on, real quick. What?
I'll tell you later. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Cody was talking and I'm like, no, I agree, but it's okay. I'm gonna make even more controversy. Do you want to know the character I don't like in Steven Universe? That's gonna surprise fucking everybody.
Sure.
I don't like Pearl. I do not like Pearl.
What? It's hard for me to say that too, because there's things that I don't like about Pearl, and there's things that I do like about Pearl. So I have like mixed feelings
I relate
about
to
her.
Pearl too much.
Yes, like here's the thing. Because we can't talk about recent things, but I really, from a story writing perspective, I think Pearl's great. I just don't like her.
Yeah, that's alright.
I don't resonate with.
I really like
Severus
Snape's character. I hate
resonate
him as a person.
with those types of characters very well.
Yeah, some of the things that she's done has made me like not like her.
Has made you
per se. Like I still like her as a character in the show. I just don't like some of the things that she's done.
I like her from a design perspective, but personality-wise,
yeah, some like
or like character development-wise, I should say.
You want to know what I want? You know what I want? I want my big buff Cheeto Puff to come back.
Me too.
She corrupted though.
Jasper. I don't care. I want her. I love her. I want a scary bootleg plush of her.
Garnet.
Big muscle.
Right? Big buff Cheeto Puff. I'm super excited. I got the bases done for those, and I can't wait to work on those pixel charms. Those are gonna be so much fun. Because I am not gonna lie, I want to do two. I don't know if I could, like, money-wise, but I know I'll definitely do the art of it. But I want to do, like, normal Jasper and then corrupted Jasper because I like both versions.
Maybe you could.
That would be cool.
Maybe you could do like a double-sided charm for it then.
I was thinking about that, but when she's corrupted, she's also bigger, so I don't know how I'd be able to, like, make it look well.
Make her hair like super big.
There you go. You're right. I could do that.
Yeah.
Charms.
Like.
I'll buy 12.
Charms? Yes. I got a charm with my watercolors today because I was a dumb and like double, like more like triple paid actually.
No, it's I sent you that, and then Rain. I don't know if Rain's here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, right.
Okay.
That's you. I forget. I'm so terrible. Like, I know usernames, but like names I mix up. I'm like, shit. You ordered some after I already sent you some, so you're gonna get 2.
Yeah, because I got those for, one of them was for a coworker, and then another one was for my friend.
Yeah. Because, after talking with Pastel, I realized I actually have too much merch, so I'm like, I don't even need to do pre-orders. Like, I can sell some now, because I know I'm gonna have leftovers.
Yes.
What's hilarious is that I accidentally ordered lanyards that were too small for my charms.
Oh no.
So, like, I can, like, hook them to, like, a carabiner and stuff, but I can't, like, hook them through themselves, essentially. So, I'm either going to need to get larger lanyards or make my next batch of charms smaller. Because I ordered 2.5 inches.
That's why, they're pretty big. Like, my mermaid is 2 inches, and I think that's big.
Well, the mermaid is still at least able to loop through itself. Like, I was able to attach it to my bag fine.
Yeah. Well, that's also why I wanted the lobster clasp ties, because then if anything was to, like, if the charm was too big, people could just take the charm off, put the loop through, and then put the charm back on. Because I've seen people, I've had this happen at AX too, where I'd buy a charm, they kind of do what I have to do, where they make the jump rings around it, but then the charm is too big to go around the thing, and I'm like, this is why you get lobster clasps.
That's actually a better idea. I might actually just get lobster clasps because I like the bigger charms.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, the ones I got off of Amazon, I got like 400 for $2. So the lobster clasps are cheap as shit.
Yeah, the lanyards were pretty cheap too. I'm not really sure what to call them other than lanyards because they're not really like traditional lanyards that people would think of. But I don't want to call them strings because that makes it sound like I bought it at like a craft store and it's just string.
Oh my
but like the whole like pack of 100 colored like strings that I got were like $3, so I'm not that distressed about it. Just
No, I know. Sorry, a friend of mine just sent me not safe for work ship art of 2 of our characters, and I'm very happy right now. Like I wasn't expecting this, and I was just like, "Hey, Michi, I got this," and I'm like, "God damn it." Yay.
Sometimes I forget that you're over 18, and I'm like, I draw furries on the internet for money, so half my art is not safe to dump in certain places.
Yeah. Which, I mean, again, it's fine. I'm not knocking not safe for work art. I mean, hell, I've done it. I still do it sometimes. I just don't do it as often as I used to.
Yeah, that's fair. I had to force myself to get comfortable with it, because as soon as I turned 18, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do not safe for work commissions, even though I am a really super conservative person.
I mean, again, it takes practice. A lot of practice.
I mean, as does everything, but
yep.
At the same time, you're like, should I be Googling this?
Yeah, I've been there too. I have been there. I remember I had one commission a long time ago for a tentacle commission, and I'm like, I have to Google this, and like I didn't even think about it, and then I Googled it, and then I'm like, I really hope someone doesn't come in right now.
God, I feel it.
Oh, that reminds me of something.
Mm-hmm.
I was practicing anatomy, and so I'm like looking up a whole bunch of references, and then all of a sudden my uncle walks in, and he's like, "What is that?" And I'm just trying to hide the screen because he didn't need to know I was doing anything.
Oh, so I have a funny story, kind of on that, but in a different kind of context. My mom contacted me the other day. She's like, "Hey, your grandfather really wants to see your YouTube." I'm like, "You told him that I'm crass, right?" Because I'm crass. I'm me. I'm not, nothing on my grandfather, but he is very, very old-fashioned and Jewish. And I do have a respect thing where, like, I can tone myself down, and it's, toning yourself down is not censoring yourself, it's you gotta feel the room.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, again, people were surprised when they hear, like, you know, Foul-Mouthed Me worked with kids, and I'm like, I can actually be great around kids and not curse one bit, and I'm still myself. Exactly.
I worked with kids, too, and I, like, curse all the time.
Yeah, same.
But, like, when it came to the kids, I had...
There's, like, a switch in your brain that's supposed to go off, because there are some people who are like, I just don't censor myself at all, and I'm like, see, there's a limit? Like, I don't give a lot of fucks, but there is a couth.
With the kids...
There is a line to be drawn somewhere.
With the kids, what I would tell them, because sometimes they would curse in class, and I was like, if I'm not allowed to curse around you, you guys shouldn't curse around me. Just like as an equal grounds thing, and that like worked. So I was like, all right, that'll work. And like my teacher was like,
damn,
thank you. I was like, I got you. Because I was a TA, but I like for one class there was a small group that I actually taught math to. So I was actually kind of teaching them something, which I was kind of glad that I was, because I'm like good at the math that they were doing.
It's baby math. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's like that, and I was able to. Oh God. I was able to figure out how to convey my thoughts clearly. I can't right now because I'm exhausted. But you know. Oh my God.
That just reminded me. It's beautiful.
Oh? It's actually a comic.
I love it.
Oh. Yeah, that's me. I love how Jesus looks like an Owo meme.
Oh my God. Oh, okay, I've seen this meme before. I've seen it. I remember that.
Speaking of Owo, Mitchie, I know you already saw my comment on your vlog because you hearted it. Thank you.
No problem.
But like at first, like it took me like 5 minutes of like reeling my head because I'm like, Rena Ray's ref is on the screen. Ah!
Well, like I said, you guys give me fun characters to draw, so it's fun.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to like my tieflings, and meanwhile I'm just like, they're so plain though. But thank you.
No, see, they're simple, they're not plain. There's a huge difference between having a simply designed character and a plain character. Because to me, plain characters are boring. Yours are not plain, they're simple. There's a big difference there.
My characters could be a lot better if I knew how to, like, draw clothing.
Yes.
I've gotten better since I've started drawing, but, like, intricate clothing, I can't do yet.
Oh, real quick. Yeah, Christian?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I actually hope that my characters are just simple and not plain.
Yeah, they're very okay. So like, a good example of a plain character over a simple character. A simple character has a very simple design, but it's also unique. Good examples of this, or just like you're talking about, are Steven Universe characters. All of their outfits, extremely simple, very unique. They have very nice color palettes that complement them. All in all, there aren't really any complicated designs in Steven Universe. It's a very simple show.
Yeah.
But
Partially because they have to animate it.
Yes, that too. But another thing too is the fact that, like, okay, it's easy to do, but it's still fun. Now, I've had some commissions in the past where they're like, okay, here, this is gonna sound really mean, but like sometimes people be like, okay, can you draw me and my boyfriend? And they'll like just be like, okay, put us both in hoodies, and we're smiling. And I'm like, okay, do you guys have any, like, you know, piercings, tattoos, anything to kind of add more to it? Like, not in a mean way, but they're like, no, and I'm like, okay, so, just 2 plain Janes then? I still make it look cute, but it's not as much fun, and, like...
I completely understand what you mean.
This is why I actually prefer drawing furries, because I can add markings willy-nilly and not have to worry about logistics.
Like, one of my characters has, like, spots all over her. Like, 2, actually. I have 2.
The purple one I painted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
That's one of them. And then there's her mom that is also has, like, she's pink and has light pink spots, like hers. And so I don't add too much to their outfits because they do have, like, all those markings on their skin. So I think that's, like, simple.
Oh, speaking of drawing, I just finished the picture of Maxine I was drawing.
Yay!
So I figured...
Where is my stash?
When all else fails, just draw Maxine.
It's okay, that's me with Tetsu. I'm like, can't think of anything. Let's just time for apple hair wave. Babe.
That's me with either Lucius or Raina Ray, to be honest.
That's how I am with my character Wirus. I'm like, time to
Character
draw.
teacher is the simplest design.
Yeah, Christian?
But when you mentioned Big Buff Cheeto Puff, it actually gave me an idea for something else I could draw.
Oh?
I could draw Empress Satriel.
Oh, you should, yeah. That's one of his characters. That's not a thing from a thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, but she sounds majestic.
She is.
Yay.
And she is purple.
Mm-hmm.
She is a giant purple lady with a spear.
I like her.
Fuck! BK!
What happened?
PK, what are you doing?
What's PK doing to us?
Damn it!
What? Wait.
It's in the Discord chat.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be my desktop background.
Are we allowed to put it on the stream? Oh my god!
It's pure art.
Oh
I
my...
love it.
Never stop making these beautiful photos.
Oh my god. Noah's version of Star Wars. Crossing swords.
Lord.
Oh, what I was gonna...
Yeah.
Dare I say parry thrust?
No!
Oh my gosh. But I was gonna say, I was also gonna mention that Empress Satriel is also 9 feet tall.
She big.
Oh, I love her.
It's okay. It's like when I tell people, whenever I used to get Art of Tetsu and Ten together, I'm always like, so their height difference is, like, huge, so if you want, you can have her, like, float next to him, so it, like, makes sense. Cause,
yeah, Lucius is... Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, Lucius is, like, 5'2", and meanwhile his wife is, like, 7 feet tall, so, like...
How tall is Ted? Or-
10 is 7'4" and Tetsu's 5'6".
Oh.
So Tetsu's
Oh.
Tetsu's normal height,
Oh, I
but
love
there's
that.
there's a reason for 10 being a giant, and it's not just for height differences. There's actually a reason there.
As opposed to my character Nia, who's just 7 feet tall.
Who's
well,
just
7'1",
tall.
but you know, she's just tall
one of
because
my-
she's tall.
Yeah.
Go
one
ahead.
of my couples characters, one is, I forgot his height, 6'4", tall. 'Cause that's the reason for being tall. And then the girlfriend is like 5'5", so there's that height difference. And then they have two other significant others. That one is tall and one is short, and it's like works perfectly.
Do I have? Oh, sorry.
At least with Satriel, I do have a reason for her being so tall.
Yeah.
Is that aside from just the fact that she's an alien, but she is also a very ancient alien.
Well,
And
yeah.
It's by a very small portion, or it's by a very small amount after a certain age, but Seraphi just don't, as far as they know, they just don't stop growing. They have never recorded a living Seraphi that has stopped growing as of yet. And because they grow so slowly, it's going to take a long time before they ever figure out what that maximum height is.
Yeah, no, the reason why the guy in that one relationship is so tall is because he's like, my story has to do with like magic and stuff, and like gods and goddesses and everything. So like he's a god, so he's like, his human form is tall, but like his not human form is huge. So that's why he's super tall.
Yeah, no, I get you, because, let me here. Show them the Discord. This is the height difference between Tetsu and 10.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
And it's funny, because whenever I draw them together, I'm like, you look so tiny, and it's like, no, she's just normal size. He's not
I
as tall.
feel like, because
This
my
reminds me of
friends,
something.
mine and my friend's character, which the one that was in the relationship that's super short,
Mhm.
his character is like a dad to her, and he's also like a god, so he's fucking huge as well, and she's like so tiny compared to him, because he's fucking huge, because he has like horns and stuff, so he's like,
so he mega big.
He mega big. He's like, I don't even know his like canon height.
Yeah.
I'm too afraid to ask at this point.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's about 10.
The reason why 10's so big is he's part dragon, but he wasn't born that way. That's all I can say. So he's got, and the dragons on my world are very big. That's why they're a threat. Like, I'm trying to find his little dragon-y reference real quick of him and Tetsu together so you can see it, because I suck at drawing animals, but my friend doesn't, and so they did art for it a long time ago, and I just need to find it.
Yeah, that's about the same. That's about the same height difference, like look, as Rena Ray and her husband. I think this is the only like full body, like on the floor thing that I could find, but it's like kind of bad. I was having a bad anatomy day, so I apologize.
That's fine.
As soon as it loads, because my file sizes are huge, because I'm an idiot.
No, I mean it's better to have bigger file sizes than smaller file sizes, really.
Oh
fair.
wow.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, sure. I'll show the picture when I get the art up. Oh, come on.
But
Differences.
but if we're go but if we're gonna do a comparison here, this is probably about how Satriel would compare to Maxine in terms of height.
Because Maxine's tall anyway, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
Oh
6
wow.
foot.
Oh.
Yeah, because Maxine is 6'1" specifically, and while I haven't narrowed down the exact height for Satriel, that's generally the idea of how tall she is.
Yeah.
So
I
this
love
is-
her already. I don't know anything about her, but I love me tall girls.
God damn it! Come
Yeah,
on.
with my height difference couple, the guy is only like 5 feet tall, and his wife is about 8 feet.
Yeah.
Literally all of my ships are height difference ships. Oops.
Alright, so I'm gonna throw up site real quick so it'll be easy for people in the stream to see, but I also sent it to you guys on Discord. I also need to make sure that I don't accidentally give away Ringmaster's name again, like I did once, and I had to delete that stream. That was fun. Thank you, random subscriber who pointed, like, one subscriber was very sweet. I don't remember who it was, but they were like, hey, I know this guy's name is supposed to be secret, you have it on the file name on this stream, and I'm like, fuck, thank you so much, and so I was deleting it before anybody noticed. Cough. Yeah, I know Christian knows what his name is, but no spoilers.
Yeah.
Sky has an icon, and it's very good.
Okay, where is...
I have a new icon. I need to change it. It's my baby.
I might want to commission someone else for a new icon of Smudge and Cole, but I do love this artist that I got this from. I don't think I've ever shown you guys the full file for my icon. Coast. It is Possum and Raccoon Boy.
I changed my icon so much.
Oh! Pimp Daddy!
Pimp Daddy.
Your friend
Pimp
has
Daddy.
a yaoi obsession?
Yeah.
Referring to someone on chat?
Pimp Daddy.
Well, that's alright. Maxine does too.
Are you going to make more vlogs? Yes, I'm going to end them at the San Japan vlog because I have to focus on my wedding. But once we're moved in and things are great, I'm actually going to try daily vlogging. Literally the only reason I don't do it now is because of our circumstances.
I want to try that, but oh my god, it would be so boring. It would be so fucking boring.
Oh,
because I just go to work.
Honestly, I feel like mine are. I think mine are really boring, but people like them. I'm like, okay.
I like them. I like to put them on while I draw, because I love having background things playing while I draw, and I don't know why, but I tend to go to your videos most of the time. I'll rewatch, I don't know why. I just really like it. Maybe, I don't know. Especially the art rambles.
It's like I was saying earlier. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I'm rambling at this point, so.
It's like I said earlier, because sometimes I'll try to put on Let's Play footage or whatever, but I'll get distracted and watch the Let's Play. But when I put on Mitchie's voice in the background, it's just Mom is watching, must work.
Oh, thank you. But also I'm the same one with Let's Plays. It has to be a Let's Play that I've seen already. I love re-listening to Game Grumps and Chugga Conroy's that I've already seen a million times. It's background noise. Okay, where is it? I know it's here. Am I an idiot?
Yeah, that's why I really enjoy podcast listening nowadays.
Oh, they're so much fun. So, alright, let's share some characters.
In fact, podcasts is what got me into D&D, and now that's my special interest, and that's all I talk about now. Yay!
But since I've gotten my iPad, watching things and drawing at the same time has gotten so much easier.
That's fair.
Lucky, I still want an iPad. Someday!
I got the one with LTE from my phone service because I wanted it sooner.
Ooh, nice.
And so I was like, the fastest way I can get this is through T-Mobile, so I'm gonna do it. So I'm still paying it off, but I still have it.
Yeah, but that's a smart way to do it. Again, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing, but again, I have to be a good noodle, and all of my money is going towards my wedding and moving, so I'm it's one of those I felt so bad, because Holly was selling her iPad, and I'm like, that's such a good deal, but I'm like, you don't need it right now. That's a lot of money right now. It's still a good deal, but you don't need it right now, so just wait. It'll happen when it'll happen.
Yeah. That's what happened to me today. I was like, I saw the new Huion thing was on sale for something. It was a good deal. And I was like, I have to get it. It's such a good deal. It's not gonna get this cheap again. I don't know.
Actually, okay, for Huion, because I've worked with Huion, they actually do a lot of deals in December. A lot.
Do they?
Yeah, they do a lot of sales. That's why they actually reached out to me, was because they said every Christmas they do sales.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's I should have waited till Christmas, but I mean it was still a pretty good deal. It was 20 or 30% off.
Oh, my back. That is still well, the 20% off is what they usually have.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like,
so...
I had like a lot of extra money after putting money away for savings this paycheck. I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then next paycheck, if I have enough, I'm gonna get a new laptop because my laptop probably won't be able to handle that tablet. But I get paid on like the 22nd, so
All right.
not too far away.
And that's not that bad. It's a good thing to save for. All right. So for the people in stream, I finally got my references up for stuff. So this is 10's. It's also in the Patreon chat.
Yay.
So you guys can see too if there's a lag on the stream. So I've already shown these before, but the art I'm showing right now is done by Bezzy K on YouTube or Bezilaire on DA because she does the monsters beautifully.
Oh,
and so,
that is so pretty.
That's 10 and Tetsu's height difference. Well, not height difference, but that's what they. That's so yeah. All of Tetsu's body is like just his head. And
yeah, that's like
and,
a size difference, not a height difference.
Yeah, and so that's his dragon form, and then here's his like actual dragon self. He got a long neck. He
got a long neck.
He a longo boy.
Neck.
He also very thorny.
Yes.
So
Spiky boy.
Yep, and I love his maw like the best. I love Tiffy's. And then I have a fun picture of his transformation sequence because I've talked about this before, but I'll talk it to you guys now if you haven't heard before. So, as you know, and I always talk about, I love fucking research, and I love trying to make things as realistic as I could. So since 10 wasn't a naturally born dragon hybrid thing, his transformation is extremely painful because it's not natural.
I like that.
And
I like
so,
that body horror.
And so my buddy Kaylee was able to draw mid-transformation for me, which is on the screen now, which is kind of what happens to his body when he does the shifting, and it makes me very happy. I mean, not happy because he's suffering, but happy because I love the concept.
Oh no, happy because he's suffering. That's me in a nutshell.
That's me with my characters.
Looks at Lucius and sweats.
But
that does look painful.
But that's also why too, like, when that happens in the story and it happens in other events, he ends up like, it's a vice versa. He doesn't like, because that was another thing I kind of hated in books, which is why I put it in my own, was I hated when there were like dragon shifters that were able just to kind of like do it at a whim. And to be fair, I do have dragons that do that, but they're very, very special and only 4 of them can do it. So, for all the other dragons that roam around, it takes a while, and they're either stuck in the form they're in for a bit. Only those very 4 special ones can do it kind of at will, but they're pretty much made from the god before the mages were even made. So, they have the excuse of it's magic. Other ones don't. Yeah. For 10, when he transforms, 1, it takes a long time because it's very fucking painful, and 2, he is stuck as a dragon for at the minimum of a couple weeks, and that's like really fast. And even then, afterwards, the transforming back causes him to have to go into hibernation type sleep to heal his body. So he's also out of commission for a good couple of months out of that. And now you might be wondering, well, if that's the case, then a lot of his life might be going behind his back. 10 is very fucking old because of the dragon blood in him, so that's the reasoning for it. So he ends up missing sometimes even years out of time just in that weird hibernative sleep state, which also gives him issues. But that's, yeah. He
makes sense.
He a good boy.
It makes...
That does remind me, I've got to come up with a dragon form for Sashriel.
Right, they're dragon aliens. I always forget about that.
Yeah.
Yep. But I got that. I also have a fun, Zodiac did this for me. I doodled the concept, and it was in a sketch dumped in my Patreons a long time ago. But, I did concepts for Kamino's human form, because Kamino has a glamour. Well, I shouldn't say it's not, his isn't a glamour, it's really not. It's like, he has a human form because of Tetsu's magic, kind of like Lily, and then I doodled it in Zodiac's like, I love him, and so he's on screen right now.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
He is best snake nanny man. I love him. He's, okay, like, while I say I don't like Pearl, he's pretty much the Pearl of, like, Tetsu's group, where he's like, God damn it, just stay normal. Please. Let me do my job.
You like when things are kept in order?
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, we stay here because it's safe. We don't deal with that guy or other story-related things. And he's just like, I have one job. I am your familiar. My job is to protect you. Let me do my job.
That reminds me, he has not been appearing much in our current roleplay.
I know. My only mind is that he's probably back at home, and it wasn't by choice. It was probably like, okay, we're gonna sneak away.
Yeah.
Because when Tetsu's a teenager, she is a bit more rebellious than like her normal bio age that I draw her in.
Wait,
Yeah, that's fair.
before in a sketch thing you've done, you drew her in like a wedding dress. Did she like get married or something?
Ha 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 ha! Fuck! I forgot that picture was up.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, that does happen. I can't really hide Naya because she's also in there. So Naya, Tetsu does get pregnant, but she gets pregnant way later. Like that would happen in book 3.
Yeah, a lot of your old bios have a lot of information in them.
God
like,
damn it! I knew I needed to delete those damn older ones. Let me go back.
And like a friend of hers that was, well, I don't know if I should say it here, but I'll type it.
Yeah, please type it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Like that happened. I remember I was it wasn't Ringmasters. It was somebody. It was Siren's bio. When I updated hers, I like read it again, and I'm like, oh, I have so much spoiler stuff in here. The fuck was I thinking?
I mean, I'm not really scared of spoilers because I'm not sure if I'm even gonna make it into my own story into like a book or something one day.
I've
I am
To be-
not used to this setup.
Oh, hey, can I read a question someone asked in chat?
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
Go ahead.
What was the hardest commission each of you ever done? For us artists in here, I guess.
None.
Good God, it was a 5-person orgy piece, and I still hate it to this day.
This is a commission like my dad asked me to do. He asked me to do, oh crap, what was it? It was like some old movie. Was it Godzilla? I can't remember. It was like super old, and he wanted me to do that because it was from some religion fighting Thor, or like some battle sequence from fighting Thor. And that was like, it was like a painting like on a canvas, so it was so hard to do. Let me see if I can find the picture of it, because I don't even know if it was Godzilla, honestly. That's just like,
I mean, I had an 11-character chibi piece, including one of my own characters, which was Jasper, who is like my hardest character to draw. And if I can find it,
How long?
way back here.
Oh god, how long was that picture? Okay, first of all, I did that picture probably back in like 2012, so my art was really bad back then. And that was back when I also worked 2 jobs, so that picture, I think I hated it too, because that was all I was working on for like a good month. Was just getting it to look right.
I've done a difficult art trade. It was like a whole wedding of this girl and her characters, and it's like so many characters. I took forever on it.
I mean, that could count too. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
the hardest picture you've ever done.
Yeah.
Is it okay if you show us? No, because I no longer have that file.
Yeah.
I've done one
I posted
commission
the
before.
link in my Discord, or
Dude, it looks bad.
your Discord. The
I'm trying to
Discord.
find it.
This
And it was
connection-
shaded
This
too.
connection is private. The fuck? It should just go into it. Yes, it's
You
safe
know, he
Discord.
posted it on Facebook.
Links are spoopy.
Yep, this one is done by Prince, right? Got your username
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's my username. Although for Affinity, it's Yuffie369 because I don't feel like moving accounts on for Affinity.
Ooh.
Although that is really old art, just so y'all
wait,
know.
I might have it on Instagram. I think I have it on Instagram. Hold
Yay,
on.
Instaham.
I think I posted it.
Let me just put my Fur Affinity link there.
I'm already
Oops,
on
remove any web addresses and try again. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. I guess I won't link myself then.
Oh no! Why? What's wrong?
It won't let me post link addresses in your
Wait,
chat.
I did not.
Oh,
I didn't post
in
the finish.
in the YouTube one?
Yeah, in the YouTube.
Oh, you have to break it up. That's not my rule. That's YouTube's rule.
Oh, I see.
And
Okay,
break it up, and then they would have to. They can't click it. They would have to copy paste. I don't know why YouTube does that, but YouTube does that.
Apparently, I didn't break it up enough. Okay, stupid. Maybe if I remove the HTTPS?
Yeah, try doing that. Maybe that should work.
Nope.
Because I've been able to do it when I break stuff up.
Let me try again.
I hear a sad puppy!
That was actually me.
What was you making noise?
Maybe it's like automatically detecting or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's weird, because I've been able to do it before.
I'm trying my best
I
here.
swear I saw him posted on Facebook. Why can't I find it?
My life.
It was. I'm actually kind of still proud of it.
I'm pretty sure it works for PK because they're a mod.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Do you want me to just like put my link in the Discord so you could copy paste it in there?
Yeah, I'll
because
do
I
that.
can't
That's fine.
do it.
That's really weird. Your connection is private. Bitch, I think it's just your link. It doesn't like me.
I am returned.
Well,
yay.
Well, I've done one connection before. It was a very weird FNAF big thing. I got paid
I would go
$25
take a
for it.
picture of it if he didn't
Because there was
have
a
his
pregnant
room
lady
locked.
and
Oh,
some
no.
very uncomfortable topic.
Where is it?
There we go.
Ow.
yay! I finally get to do expression doodles in color.
Yeah, that's me. I just sent that to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. I see. I didn't recognize you.
There we go.
I'm too young to have a Venmo?
Hello.
What? Okay, am I out of the loop? The hell's Venmo?
Venmo.
Someone's like, I'm too young to have a Venmo or anything, and I've never heard of Venmo. I've heard of like commission.tm or something like that. There's along those lines. I've heard of that, but I've never heard of Venmo. And you also don't need to do digital art for commissions. You can do traditional art commissions, but okay, big thing, really important. People ask me this all the time, and I always feel bad, but it's the same. There's no magical way of getting commissions. Like, I remember I would post up open for Christian, remembers, he was there for those times where I would have slots open for literally months and no one would order anything. That's just how it is sometimes until you slowly gain a following, which is why I tell people, even if you're not getting commissions, you should still post semi-regularly, because if you're just like, okay, I'm not getting commissions, I'm not going to do art, then people aren't going to think you're reliable.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly. You need to have personal work to do in between, like, because there is such a thing as commission dry spells. It happens.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I keep posting online for like 50-point full bodies, and I'm still trying.
but yeah,
I
that
can't
was, like,
believe I didn't
whenever
post
did-
the finished thing on Instagram. I swear I did.
Oh, Sky, you do writing commissions?
Yes, Sky is a good author.
Ah.
I do.
I like Sky's writing.
Oh, I've read them.
Which is okay. So I'm just like, meh, they're open if you want them.
Okay, so it's not
I'm
completely
used to being ignored 'cause-
finished.
Uh-huh.
This one isn't the completely finished picture of it, but it is like shows somewhat. It's like almost finished.
Here, let me see. Is it on the Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is great.
Oh, wowie.
What was that
Nice.
thing called? I forget what it's called.
I like your cat.
That's Teddy.
That is a nice cat.
That's my baby boy. I love him.
How did I miss Teddy there?
Did you not see the cat? It's okay, that's me. It's like, oh, really cute art. There is also a cat there.
There's also a dog.
Oh, I didn't see the dog.
If you zoom in, like, right next to where the cat is on the screen, you'll see my grandma's dog.
Let's see.
That's Jack.
Let's see, quantity.
Oh, well, I mean, if you guys want on another character thing, because I had this pulled up. Do you guys want to see Ringmaster and his girlfriend?
Yes.
Because she's really not a spoiler, because they're already, when he shows up, they're already together, so.
Yay.
In his prequel story, whenever the hell I get that done, you find out how they got together, but that's him and his little girlfriend, who's she's actually the seamstress for the circus, so she makes all the outfits.
Aww.
Aww. Yep, and that's his winter coat. Anna helped me design it.
That's so cute. God.
Cute.
Pure and wholesome.
No, because that's just
Wholesome.
him. But, yeah.
I think I know where I have a finished picture of that
Yay!
thing. I think I posted it.
Art,
I like saved it on Snapchat.
Art on screen is done by Anna, by the way.
Okay, 2 of them. Yes.
Because honestly, it's because of you guys who are amazing on Patreon and everybody on YouTube that I've been able to actually work more on my story stuff. The reason why I have so much art that isn't mine of it is because I never had time. So I'd be like, oh, I have a little bit of money, I'll have my friends do it for me. Aww. So it's because of you guys that I get to do more of my own stuff, and I get to... Because I've always worked on it, but for me, writing is way easier than actually drawing things out. I love drawing things out, but I'm just like, oh, I can write out a whole chapter in the same time it would take for me to do a picture.
I found it!
Short chapter. My chapters aren't all that short. Because I'm thinking back, I'm like, yeah, the Ticks and Turns chapters aren't that short.
I found it! Yes, I knew I had it somewhere.
Alright, lonk it. Lonk it so I can spam.
Oh, PK managed to copy-paste my Fur Affinity user in the chat.
Oh, okay, yay.
Apparently PK is the only person who can do that!
Okay, there we go. Now I can send it, because it was saved wrong.
That's really old art.
way.
I have much better art now.
I sent the payment over.
Thank you.
That was done, like, last... Oh, how long ago was that? That was... Oh, where did it go? It was May of 2017 I did that.
Ooh.
Took me forever, though. God, it took me like a month to get it done.
Wait, let me see. Is that Thor?
Yes.
That's
he wanted
awesome.
me. It was like a 1980 movie, I think, and then he wanted in 1980. I forgot the title of the movie. I don't know. Maybe someone in the stream chat knows, but he wanted me to do that fighting MCU Thor, and so.
Oh.
It was weird. My dad is weird.
It's okay. My parents are also weird.
He's the type of person that has like a giant Galactus poster in his rock room. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Tasha asks, when would be the best time to start making merchandise? I don't have a following, but would love to make charms and such.
Yeah, I was just about to answer that. Honestly, okay, so this is really important. Only make it when 2 things. 1, you're okay losing the money. And 2, you have the money set aside. I know it sounds really bad, but you have to be, it's kind of like investing in stock and stuff. You never invest more than you're willing to lose.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because, don't get me wrong, I really hope all of my stuff sells. But if it doesn't, I'm not gonna be hurt over it. Because there's some people I know
all the leftover charms
who start, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Once the con's done, I'm gonna be like, help me get rid of everything and my wedding's next month. Help!
I will buy it all.
I saw there were a couple artists on Fur Affinity that I followed that, like, tried dipping their toes in merch, and they ended up investing way too much because they didn't do it the right ways. Like, okay, the only reason why I have so many Steven Universe ones, and, by the way, I have to say this now, because companies do sponsor me sometime. This is not sponsored. I just know how to coupon whore like a good person. For Zap Creatives, that's how I got my Steven Universe ones. If you buy 100 charms, you can have 5 designs in one order, so you're only paying for shipping once. And they do sales and coupons all the time on Twitter, and if you sign up for their advertising. So, when I got my Zelda charms made, I did it during a 10% plus sale, so it wasn't on sale, but they gave you 10% more charms for the acrylic, so I did that, and I got 50 of those, but 50 is just one design. So what a lot of people would do is they'd be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get the 50 of one design, and then be kind of sad that only, like, they maybe sell 10, which is still really good. That's still good, but now you're stuck with, like, 40 of this charm.
Yeah.
And that was the big thing. Like, with my button maker, what I'm pretty much doing with the buttons I've made so far is I'm gonna throw them all in a shoebox and say, here's a bitch for $1, pick a button, because those buttons are cheap to make, and I'm already making a profit having it be $1 a button. Because, and this is so funny, I got so much shit for my Artist Alley critique video that I did last year, where a lot of people were like, sure, you shouldn't tell people how cheap it is to make stuff. I'm like, why? They should know that their stuff is going to help support an artist. I said I have an issue with it when people are trying to oversell trash. And by that, I'm not saying their art isn't bad. I'm saying I saw prints at Anime Expo last year where they were streaky. I saw prints that were done on basic bitch computer paper. I saw people selling laminated paper as charms for $12. And then I saw people also selling business cards, and that was the nail in the coffin for me. Where I was like...
Ironically enough.
And I was,
sorry.
No, yeah, but I was like, yeah, and then I'm like, no, see, I got business cards, and the reason why most business cards are free is they're usually, like, not even, like, 30 cents a business card, which is why they're free. And you can write it off on your taxes. But then I saw people be like, oh yeah, you can buy my business card for $1, and I'm like, yo, it's a business card.
It's not a mini print, it's a business card.
It's a business
Ironically
card.
enough, your Artist Alley critique video is actually the one I found you with, and it's still one of my favorites to this day.
But a lot of people were shitting on me. They're like, you shouldn't tell people it's cheap to make stuff. I'm like, no, they should know, because that way their money is going to help support somebody, but at the same time, don't rip people off. It's kind of like for me, for commissions. A lot of people ask me like, oh, how do I price? What do I price? What do I price? And rule of thumb, at least with digital art, because digital art, you're only wasting your time, realistically, is I say go for minimum wage of wherever you live and how long it takes to get a picture done. But on top of that, you have to also have in the back of your mind, would I pay for that? Because that's a big issue I see a lot of artists do. And I hate the excuse for some better artists, because there are some artists that I actually kind of cut ties with, because their art was really good, but when I asked them that, they'd be like, oh, well, I wouldn't pay for it, because I just make it myself. And I'm like, but then you want people to commission you, and they're like, well, yeah, because I feel my art is worth money, and I'm like, oh, but other people's art isn't worth money. And they're like, well, not if I can make it myself.
That's the logic my uncle gave me when I said I was buying commissions every once in a while.
Yeah. And, like, the thing is, too, is it's kind of understandable for people who aren't in the art community, but when I see it for people who are trying to do that as their job, like I do, it grinds me the wrong way. Like, I understand people who don't get it. Like, I've had some people message me where they're like, hey, I'd love to commission you, but could you make it into a print and mail it to me? It's the only way my parents understand. I'm like, that's fine, but you're gonna have to pay for the shipping and the print costs on top of that. And they were like, that's fine. So I've had that happen, and it worked out great. And, like, I have nothing wrong explaining things to people, but there's a lot... Oh, it's okay. I've dealt with a lot of narcissistic people recently that I've had to cut out. Like, I've had another person come to me and Anna, actually, where they were like, I don't get it. Why is it you're getting commissions and I'm not? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not a bitch. I didn't actually say that, but I definitely thought it.
That grinds my gears. Ugh. That makes me so mad when people say that, like...
Yeah, the other one I just posted, I completely forgot about it, but the deal with that was I wrote the thing because I joined a charity event for Thick Riders. So the person who wrote me writing for them donated X amount to charity, and I wrote them the thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I think it turned out well. I had a bit of a struggle with it because I was just entering my, oh god, I'm overstressed from work, and entering the writing is the hard. But it turned out really well, and I was able to finish it to a level I'm happy with.
Yay! That's another thing, too, is I never, like, I've redone commissions because I wasn't proud of the product. And, like, I've had a couple commissioners be like, why'd you send me so many sketches? I'm like, I didn't do it right the other times, and I cleared the files. And they're like, why? And I'm like, I didn't feel like I gave you a good enough product. Because, again, when you're okay, so if you're just doing commissions for fun, like if you have side jobs, like how I used to have side jobs and I just did commissions for side money, it's very different. But when you're doing it as a job, I like to think of it as like, this is also a representation of myself, so I want to give someone something I'm proud of, instead of just like, oh yeah, you paid me, here's the art, and now I'm gonna forget you exist. I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that one was, well, the finished product was about draft 7, touched up about 4 more times.
Yeah.
Because the way I draft and edit is I write the thing, then I just keep rewriting it until I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
All my friends the same way.
Meanwhile, I don't do writing commissions anymore, but when I need to write out personal stuff, I kind of just take like 4 hours and then write a whole sad backstory of my tiefling in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. Sorry, Lucius, I love you.
Aren't those the best though, where you're just like, for story reasons it makes so much sense, but I am so sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm sure if Lucius was like real, he would probably immediately stab me.
I feel you. I feel you.
Just be like, why did you do this to me?
Exactly. Because I have plenty of those characters that I beat the shit out of sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
oh, Christian's trying to say something real quick.
Oh.
It's part of my motivation of making myself the Dark Lord in Metopia. Because I made my characters the heroes.
I once heard about an art commission once. Like someone commissioned this artist about like a couple years back, but then they went back to the artist and saw that they improved, and they said they deserved their commission redone for free because they've improved their art.
No. That's
I've seen people do that too.
That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, I love that meme so much.
It's so old, but it still holds up to this day.
It's accurate
Because
for so many things.
They deserve it again for free.
And you deserve a foot up your butt for free.
You get what you see at the time that you see it.
Yep.
But that does give me a thought.
Yeah.
Of me potentially, at least in the future, whenever you're not so busy with all that, getting a redo of my redo commission of the very first picture you drew of Maxine.
I was actually thinking about doing that, like just for free, because I still owe you art. So I was actually thinking of doing it, because I looked back, I'm like, I should redraw that from 2012. Also, question.
Good day.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, but
I mean, if you're willing to pay, I mean, I won't say no, but I was thinking about doing it anyway.
I'm willing to pay either way.
Don't know.
Cry. Real quick, hold on, sorry. Also, question, how do you know how much time you take for drawing? I take 2 to 3 days with breaks in between. Screen recording software is your best friend.
Yeah, I don't know where the link for this is, but I actually have a timer thing that I got from Tumblr.
I've heard of that program that like times you. I've seen that too.
And like it'll only time you if you have that specific window open, and if you're like screwing around on Tumblr or Fur Affinity, it stops. Yeah.
I feel that though, because last night I was doing like doodles and I ended up like finishing all of them. It's like gory-ish pieces, but like I didn't realize, because I started at like when I went to bed, quote unquote, at like 10, and then I like checked the time and I didn't realize this, but it was now like 2 a.m. when I was like, I wasn't even halfway done with it. So like, I understand that, because I don't even realize.
I've done that so much.
I don't even realize how long it took, and I was like, crap, I have to get up early for my neurologist appointment.
Me. Speaking of, I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow. Yay! I'm not excited.
Doctors? I've gotten so used to doctors by now.
Well, okay, I'm not an anti-doctor person. I actually love my doctor. I've been having issues the past couple months.
No.
And
I feel you.
I've talked about it in the chat and stuff, and I'm like, you know, I know there's not a baby in there, so what the hell's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a
Stress.
fact
I
I've
feel
taken like 3 tests in 2 months, and I'm like, still no period. I'm like,
I
I'm
hope
not
it's one of
stressed
the
anymore.
things I
So-
told you about.
Yeah, I know, so I'm seeing
Well-
my doctor tomorrow to hopefully... I hope it's not that, and I hope it's
I
just
hope
like...
it's none of those.
Also, from experience, it takes a while after stress for things to get back on track.
Well,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
usually whenever I've missed my time of the month due to stress, I usually get it the next month, and I haven't. And here's the weird thing about it: I'm getting
Peculiar.
literally all of the symptoms, but no cleanup, I guess. Like
Sometimes you
breaking.
get your period.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Sometimes you don't get it, like, because of, like, nutrition stuff. That's it.
That could be it too. But yeah, so I have my doctor's appointment tomorrow just to be safe, because
Yeah.
my mom.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
My mom always raised me to be an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure.
Yep.
Let's see. Should I add these people to the pantheon of deities? Sure, because they give me money and are amazing and also are good artists and writers and amazing friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
I try to be a nice person. Like, if any of y'all ever get a hold of my Discord, I'm a lot more casual with, like, people I'm just casually talking to than, like, clients. And, like, literally friends will, like, note me on For Affinity with, like, commissions, and I'll talk like I normally do. It's like I have a customer service voice in my notes.
No, seriously, me, like, when a business contacts me, I'm like, okay, I have to, like, get rid of all of the emojis out of my text. I have to make, like, proper sentences now. I have to act like an adult.
I use proper sentences most of the time with clients on For Affinity, but but I still tend to use emojis with clients on For Affinity because it's a slightly more casual environment.
Yeah.
But then when I'm writing a business email, I just kind of am like, I can't use "oh whoa" at the end of my email.
All of the ooh woo. Alright, just so you guys know, we're gonna have to wrap it up in about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
But don't worry, don't worry, guys. Yeah, it's already been 2 hours.
Oh my god.
I will be streaming
Yes,
again
it's
on
ready.
Friday for the part 2 of the Patreon stream because not everybody could make it this time around. So, and there's enough people now where I'm like, okay, no one's schedules are gonna all meet up on one day. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
No,
we're
my
gonna.
work has been running me dry. Oh my god.
No.
Last
I will
night.
see if I can.
Back for the single thing.
Christian, yeah, you were saying?
Oh, but I am. I was gonna bring it up not as a topic to immediately talk about, but I have actually been kind of working on worlds lately.
Oh, okay.
One of them I'm thinking would be a sort of a more superhero type setting, but it would be set probably far in my world's future, where possibly with the Seraphi being extinct by that time, or at least very, very not many.
Like limited numbers.
Yeah, but remnant of their power being left behind, that the protagonist could come in contact with.
I like that idea. That's cool. I love world building. World building is one of the funnest things. It's one of the most time-consuming parts, but
I love it.
one of the like best parts.
Sometimes I get
and
way too caught up in world building.
Right. And another world I thought up was it would still essentially be in my world, but it's in an area where the whole big conflict doesn't really occur. But it'd be one full of fluffer butts.
Oh, what are the people talking's names, and what do you want to be a deity of? I'm Prince Galaxy, and you can call me deity of trash cats / possums.
I am
Because I have a
Mr.
dirty fairy.
You know what? I can be Moonlight and the moon because I fucking love the moon.
I also
It's so
I
also
love the moon.
I do. That's most of what my witchcraft is centered around.
Right?
Because I just love the moon so much.
It's actually oh, go ahead. Sorry, we're doing deities. I forgot. Go ahead.
I've been meaning to get into Wiccan, but I have absolutely no clue where to start because there's just so much, and I'm like,
honestly, okay. What I did was, first of all, I don't have a deity or a god that I worship directly. Because I have a weird belief, I always have before I found, like, my faith and stuff, where, in a weird way, like, everyone's kind of right. Because just from, like, historical standards, it's kind of why I also believe that mythical creatures did exist at one time. Fight me.
I believe it too. Me too. I believe it too.
It's because, for the fact that in all of histories for different cultures, before there were colonization and before they were interacting, every culture has a version of dragons that are all called dragons. They all have a version of vampires, of unicorns, of magic, of werewolves and skinwalkers and other things. Like, almost every culture in history has a variation of it, and same with mermaids and other stuff like that. And I like the idea because someone pointed out once, a long time ago, they're like, well, it would make sense that there would be different variations because if you look at cats in America compared to cats in Japan, you still know they're a cat, but they don't look the same. So it would make sense there would be, like, differences there and stuff like that. So, because of that, I feel like, especially since a lot of the, like, really big religions, if you do a lot of research, a lot of the big religions, like, you know, Christianity, Judaism, and, the Quran, Islam, yeah. I'm terrible. I'm not trying to be bad. The heat's killing me. They all realistically have pretty much the same values, the same stories in different contexts and events, but they all have the same morals, and it's like, it's really too similar for it to, like, not sort of be the same thing. That's how I've always felt. So I feel like, in a way, everyone is right. And basic line is, even if you're a really, really religious person, if you are, at the core, a bad person and using your religious beliefs to rectify and explain how you are a good person. A good example is the rich Christian woman who will spit on homeless people, which I've seen in real life, and then go to church on Sunday and be like, I'm such a good person because I go to church on Sunday. It's like, nah, bitch, you spit on homeless people. You're going hell.
Yeah, I hate those people.
And so that's the example I use, because there are a lot of people who are like, it's same for the people who do also terrible, not monetizable, friendly, mentioning monsters out there that do terrible things to kids, and then are like, it's okay, I'm a good Christian. So it's like, nope, 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 so you're going to hell. That's, again, why I also believe in the fact that, like, sorry to get on this tangent, but it's me. Sometimes people have to do bad things for good reasons, and sometimes people have to do good things for bad reasons, and I feel like that also has to deal with it. So, when it comes to witchcraft and stuff like that, you can start off really small, but start off with what's comfortable for you. It could literally be making yourself a meditation candle. Like, and that's it to start off with.
I started off with crystals. Because, like, I was having, like, I kept, like, feeling off at nights where I couldn't sleep even with my medicine, so I started, like, putting crystals on my windowsill, because that's where I felt like I was being watched, and it helped a lot.
Yeah.
And
no, that's definitely a thing too. That's something I tell people, and that's why, like, when people look into pendulums and stuff, they usually say, like, I mean, you can do it online, but if you don't have to, don't, because you'll feel a natural draw to something, and that's the element telling you that that's your thing. It was like me with my steampunk tarot deck, because I used to use my dad's tarot cards, and I liked them, but I never felt a connection there. And then, of all things, it was really random, but I was randomly looking through Amazon, and I saw this steampunk tarot deck, and I was like, oh, that's cool, I really want it, and I put it in my wish list, but I didn't think much of it, but, like, I kept thinking about it, and how, like, it wasn't a want, I had a more need to get it, and ever since I got it, my tarot deck, even though I bought it on Amazon, I never saw it in person first, that feeling I had towards it has had it to where every reading I've done with it since has been, like, spot on, and my cards call me out sometimes. And
I feel you.
you know what I'm talking
That's how my
about?
tarot deck is. Yes,
It's just
exactly.
like,
No,
it's...
I got mine online too, because like I couldn't find one that actually was like I had a pull to until I saw that one online, and I was like, I gotta get it. I didn't see it in person because it was an online only thing, but like ever since I've used it, it like calls me out. It calls out certain people in my family. Like when I'm like just messing with the cards, because I do that a lot. Just mess with the cards, and when I'm around certain people, it'll
affect
like,
it too.
Yep.
So yeah, just feel, if you feel, it sounds like really creepy to say this, but if you feel a weird, unnatural bond to something you normally wouldn't, follow your instinct.
That's exactly how I feel. That's how I've always felt since I was little.
Yeah, and that's why another two thing is that there's no one way to a craft. Like, you could have people lead you things, but magic, like, real magic, first of all, one, it's not like how Harry Potter is. I wish it was. But it does have to do a lot with energies, connections, very heavy emphasis on karma. So if you don't believe in karma, it's probably not going to work for you either.
Yeah.
A lot of it is that, and for those of you guys who don't believe, which is fine, in a psychological standpoint, because I also love psychology, you think of it a lot like the self-fulfilling prophecy. It's where you make yourself believe this thing, so it ends up happening. Because even though I'm a big fan of psychology, I've also had paranormal experiences, and I've had these feelings and stuff, and so that's why I'm like, this is what it is. Wait, what are we talking about? We're talking about witchcraft, because I'm converting the innocent. We're gonna all get naked in the woods somewhere and burn a pyre to Satan, because that's just how it works.
That's just how it works, guys. That's your initiation.
Yep.
I did it. Michi did it.
Yep.
You gotta do it.
Yep. You gotta just cut out the hearts of babies. Just all that.
Yep.
All that great stuff that actually has nothing to do with witchcraft. It's literally people who are just insane.
Yep. But we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Yep.
It's the initiation. Sorry, guys.
PK burned me,
We don't
Daddy.
make the rules.
Or at least.
Oh no.
Or,
yes, Christian.
Or at least people who don't know any better.
Yeah. This is true, too.
Yeah.
But also, like, another fun thing, too, is, like, a lot of people don't know that witch is actually a gender-neutral term.
I know! Oh my god. I got in a fight with my dad with this. I got in a huge fight with my dad with this, and I was like, yes,
yeah, Christian?
Is.
This was actually something I knew.
Yeah, like I said, it's something a lot of people don't know. Like, even back in the days of the witch trials, people don't realize that when they were like, because a lot of people think, oh, they're witches, they were all girls. No, a lot of them were guys. Actually, a lot more of them were guys.
I watched a documentary about it.
Yeah.
And they're like, they got this old dude that they thought was a witch.
Yeah, he was a judge. Fuck, which judge? There was a judge and a priest. I can't remember which ones, but I remember Tituba, and I remember, poor Tituba, man. Oof.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the play now.
They also tortured
No, Salem's the TV show that was based on the play.
Salem's the TV show based on the play. The play is... Oh my god, I know
the Crucible. No, it's not the Crucible.
No, it's
not.
It is. Yeah, it's the Crucible. It's the Crucible.
Yeah, it's the Crucible. Yeah.
Because you're crucifying people. It's the Crucible, but it's based off of real people.
Yeah.
Also,
and it was also written, fun fact, in the Red Scare, because it was a metaphor for the Red Scare.
Yep. And also, for fun video game nerds out there, Bayonetta is the most historically accurate witch in video game history.
Bayonetta?
Yeah, because, in historical context, when you make a pact with the Satan, or the devil, in that kind of magic, I don't deal with that kind of magic, that is a thing. I'm not comfortable doing that stuff, but I know some people who do, and they have a fine time, and they're not crazy people, so I'm like, you know what? You do you.
You do you, bro.
I get a bad vibe from it, but I'm not gonna stop you, so good. But when you make a pact, the sayings were that you would get a beauty mark after the pact is made, and that's how you get your magic. And in Bayonetta, when... By the way, has anybody beat Bayonetta? I don't want to actually spoil it. I didn't think of that. It's a really old game, but... Do you guys...
I beat the first one.
You beat the first one? Okay, then you're fine. Okay. Cerveza... Not Cerveza. Fuck. Cereza doesn't have Bayonetta's beauty mark. But
also,
she's her.
I've learned that Cereza means cherry.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Ah.
But yeah, because of that, when she made her pact with Madame Butterfly, she got her beauty mark. So... And magic is also tied to your hair. That's also why in the Salem Witch Trials, in the real ones, not really the play, they would, like, shave you. And back then, shaving was mean, because they had to use blades.
Yeah.
It could be like any mole in your body that was the beauty mark.
Yep.
One thing about witchcraft
Uh-huh.
is that not every witch practices is Wiccan.
Yeah.
Like, there's some witches, like me, who don't identify with Wiccan, because, I don't know, religions are fine. I don't care which religion you are. I just personally have bad experiences with religions.
Yeah, no, I get
so
you.
I'm like, I don't want to identify with it, but so, not every witch is Wiccan.
Yeah,
and
actually,
not every Wiccan is a witch.
This is also true. Fun fact, you can actually be a Christian witch. This is a real thing. Where instead of giving your offerings to fae or deities or whatever power you believe in, you actually do it to Jesus, God, and angels. This is a real thing.
Yep. Or there's people who don't.
Still count as whatever power you believe in.
Yeah.
But, like, but I get what you're saying.
Fun fact in history, that's why there's altar candles in the Catholic Church, and the different colors of the candles actually mean stuff. It stems from that. Cough. Cough, 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 cough.
Also, don't mind me, I'm putting stuff in the Discord that Angel got from me, so
no, it's
to
There's
stick
also
things in stash.
witches who don't believe in deities, so they give, like, their witchcraft is centered around Earth and, like, nature or something.
Yeah.
Like that. So there's also that too.
Yeah,
I just really love
why...
witchcraft stuff.
Yeah.
So I know a
the
lot.
reason why I identify more as Wicca, because for the longest time I was pagan, but the reason why I do identify more as Wicca is just for the fact that when I did more research into the Mother Maiden and the Crone, which is the three moons that you see on, like, all of the hipster witch stuff, it is meant to symbolize the cycle of the world and the cycle of one's life. The Mother, the Maiden, and the Crone. You are the Maiden, which is the first, it's the first moon, which is your young life. There's the Mother, which is the full moon, which is when you give life. And also, you don't have to be a witch and get pregnant. That's another big thing. Like, a lot of people think, like, oh, when you do that, you have to get pregnant. Most of them do, but you don't, to still feel that cycle. When you're the Mother, that's when you feel more full and complete. When you're the Crone, you feel content with the life you've had. And I'm like, yeah, I resonate with that belief very, very much.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
That
get going.
Yeah.
All right.
That actually vibes with me really well, actually.
You can also get that motherly feeling if you have pets.
This too, I've always been very empathetic. So
me too.
That's
mom friend.
Yeah,
I'm
mom
a
friend.
huge
I am a crass, perverted, very protective mom friend.
You're the cool mom.
I'm such an empath. It's so sometimes it gets me in a lot of trouble, a lot of bad situations.
Yeah. Bye, Sky. Bye. Love you.
Bye, Sky.
Bye, Sky.
Yeah.
Bye.
But yeah, I'm a huge empath. So like, witchcraft really works with me.
Another fun thing too that I'm excited for is because Cody and I were going to be doing a hand fasting ceremony, and the one we're going to be doing is the tying the knot, which is where the term actually comes from in modern marriages, which are fun. You know, Michi, you cried watching a doc in your vlogs. Yes, I did. You know what? I don't care. I will happily admit that I was a little bitch in the Mr. Rogers documentary.
Yeah, no, you came home and told us in the chat that you cried some more. So.
I did. It made me emotional. because I'm like,
I
God.
cried in Infinity War, so if that's saying something, like,
Okay. I was
you know,
fine.
even in like fictional movies.
I was fine until Peter. Peter's what killed me.
Oh.
So we are gonna try to wrap it up in about 5 minutes. Okay, so we have a good even 2 hours and 20 minutes. So
cool.
Right.
Yeah. Cool.
I find it hard to cry during movies and stuff, even during the play I saw, even though my mother was crying so much.
I am an empathetic person when it comes to other real life people, but watching movies and stuff, it's very hard for me to cry. I think the last time I cried at a movie was I can't remember what it was called, but it was about a girl who was in a coma and she was like as a ghost watching like her friends and stuff.
I know the one you're talking about.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I cry over everything.
It had say something I'm giving up on you in like the movie at some point. And like I started bawling like a baby when the grandpa was talking to her in the bed. So I just started bawling. I was like, "No!"
I cry over everything, literally everything. My cat will be hurt and I will cry.
Me. Also, like
not
I'll see like okay, I'm not even I know it's probably blasphemy, but I am not excited for the Christopher Robin movie. I think it's kind of weird. But seeing it, I'm still like, I still got like choked up, and I'm like, God damn it, I don't even want to see this one. Why am I crying?
Oh my gosh, I always see those like, army people coming home and like to their kids or their dogs.
Yeah, it's like
every single time. Every single time it like gets me, and I'm just sitting in bed like crying. I'm like,
oh, it's okay. For my brother's graduation, I like bawled my eyes out. Not because my brother was graduating, but because some of his best friends I have literally known these kids for like well over 12 years. Like he has known them throughout preschool to graduation. They've always been best friends. And one of their brothers was in the military and he was deployed, and so he wasn't gonna be there. But oh my god, that family has a lot of terrible luck. So one of his brothers, because they're twins, had to get like ankle surgery, and so he wasn't even able to walk down to get his thing. He had to get his wheelchair, and so he was really bummed out. And then like we watch as like his other brother, his twins, pushing him, and then you see just run across the field this guy in this military uniform. And like my mom starts crying. She's like, oh, it's Tim, he made it. And I'm like, oh, and they like stop the ceremony because there's just this military guy running across the field, and he like comes up, and you see them like stop, and they're crying, and they hug him, and then he pushes his little brother to get his diploma. And I was like, I was done. I was like, even my dad was like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay.
When I graduated,
I find it sweet, but it's kind of hard for me to cry. I don't know.
When I was graduating, there were people like the valedictorians and everything that like do their speeches. Like, I haven't seen those kids since 9th grade. No, 11th grade, because I took one class at the high school, and I didn't get along with them. But hearing their speeches, holy shit, I was like crying. Like I don't know why, because like just hearing them talk about their high school lives and like their relationship with everyone else and what they've done to like help the community, like I cried. I cried.
So after
that was because I used to like not like anyone at the high school, but after that I was like, maybe they did change for the better. So
you'd be surprised how much people do change out of high school compared to that.
Like, and like most of the toxic people that did go to the high school, like they were all drug addicts, so they dropped out. So it wasn't as bad going there. So, you know, I think that might have changed things, because my school was very much the kill or be killed kind of mentality. Or like hurt them before they hurt you. That kind of mentality. It's very toxic. It's still even like that when my little sisters are going. And so like hearing how they changed, and like some people who used to not be the nicest people, like one girl got a scholarship that was in memory of this guy in town that passed away, and he was like super kind. One girl got that scholarship because she acted like that kid, because he like, I think he passed away because of cancer. I think that's what it was. So it was like, it wasn't like you send in an application, it's like a different way. I can't really explain it. It's hard to explain because like what did they say at graduation? It was like showing kindness and just like being a good person, basically.
Yeah, be a genuinely
to get
nice
that
person.
Scholarship. Yeah. So, you know, that showed that some people do change, and it was very nice to see, and it made me very emotional because I have changed a lot since 9th grade. So
yeah, that's one thing. A lot of people are like, "Oh, high school's the best 4 years of your life and stuff." And for me, they were the only good things were that like I met Cody and them, and I met some of my great friends through them. But realistically, it's not impossible, but it's rare that you like stay in contact with people from high school. Like you could be a just because
it is not nice.
Just because life.
Yeah,
life.
my best friend we met in like middle school, so.
Yeah, no, I can't resonate with high school being the best years of my life because like they are when my health went completely downhill. Like, oof. Yeah, so that wasn't a good time because like the end of 8th grade is when I got really sick. So like high school, I'm just now scratching the surface of what's going on with me, and it's I was 14 when it first happened, and now I'm 18, like finally getting to the bottom of it.
Well, that's like what I was trying to say. Is like, you know, you think it's. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll be quick. It's, you know, you think those 4 years will last forever, and then as you get older, you're like, wow, 4 years is nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm still like in school right now, so I can't really like
relate,
judge it right now. But it still isn't like the best. But the first year did go by really fast.
Yeah.
High school.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it here, guys.
Hey.
I had a blast. I hope everybody in this chat and stream did too. And we will see you all Friday because we're doing a part 2 for the people who couldn't make it today / people who want to just pop in again if they're still there. So
I was gonna say, am I allowed to have a second stream?
Yeah. No. You guys are more than welcome to come on in. I'm not gonna be an asshole. So
I might sneak in during my break.
I might too. I might, depending.
All right.
If it's happening at the same time as this one did, I will most likely be able to attend.
All right.
I don't, like I said, I don't know when my work is.
It's
Friday,
fine.
but
Which is fine. We already had a blast. So yeah, I will. Normal ARC video will go up on Wednesday, and so then I will see you guys for the other Patreon stream on Friday. Love you guys all. Bye. Smetches.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
TTFN. Ta-ta for now.